They played a very good game. I thought they controlled the ball for the most part. They ran the ball well. They threw the ball well. They had a good balanced offense, and they had no trouble getting out with a victory.
Absolutely. And, it was a good win for LOA. The week before, they'd played Brentwood and lost pretty handedly. So it was good to come home, first home game, get a big win. LOA is 2-3 on the season, with the one loss against Brentwood being the only loss they've had by more than one touchdown. So a lot of, when you look at the other games they've played this year, they're just a couple of plays away from being, 4-1. What I saw was playing a team that was a bit mismatched. Glen Hills, as we mentioned on air, they only had dressed out about 20 players. Yep. They played hard, but they were just outmatched for LOA. Tonight, I think we have a much more even matchup with LOA and Landmark Christian.
You got full rosters on both sides on this one.
Absolutely, yeah. You've got, and they look mentioned, and we'll get more into the preview in a little bit. We mentioned that Landmark has size, numbers. They don't look bigger. In fact, they may even be a little smaller number-wise, but they do have a little bit of size. I do want to mention it is homecoming here at Lake Oconee Academy, so we'll have those homecoming festivities at halftime. I believe the band is going to perform pregame since they won't be able to perform at halftime. It's also a teal out tonight at Lake Oconee Academy, which is worth mentioning. Teal is the color for ovarian cancer awareness. Unfortunately, a few weeks ago, Dr. Beverly Montgomery, who was a teacher and administrator here at LOA and previously at Putnam County, passed away from ovarian cancer. So this game, they kind of wanted to be in her honor. So shout out to Beverly. We miss you and we love you. When we come back, we will preview this game tonight. We will have sideline interviews with head coach Patrick Stewart, and we'll give you a look around the area. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Doc 103.9.
Hear that? That's how plumbing problems start. This is how they end. With a call to Grimes Plumbing. The Grimes family has been keeping the lake area flowing for 4 generations with trusted, reliable service for your home or business. Repairs, inspections, installations. We do it all. Just give us a call. Call Grimes anytime. Grimes Plumbing, 478-452-9175. That's 478-452-9175. Or visit llgrimes.com.
Oconee Valley Healthcare continues to grow, offering complete healthcare for your family. OV Health welcomes Dr. Grace Ajase, offering complete medical care for your foot, heel, ankle pain, athlete's foot, fractures, diabetic foot care, strains, sprains, and more. Dr. Ajase is located at the OV Health Specialty Clinic at the downtown Greensboro location each Monday through Friday. Be well and log on to ovhealth.org.
Down South Diesel keeps them rolling. From maintenance and light-duty repairs to engine swaps, Down South Diesel does it all, specializing in Power Stroke, Duramax, and Cummins engines, offering B&W trailer hitches, ranch hand, cam locker, ready lift, Cognito, Fox shocks, and lots more accessories. Repairs and accessories for most side-by-sides, and offering the full line of Tacticam reveal trail cameras and POV cams. Open 7 to 4 Monday through Friday. Down South Diesel, 1011 Commerce Drive, Madison, 706-319-0428.
Think about all that's important to you, your family, your possessions, your future. Tina Gregory from Country Financial reminds you all it takes is one phone call to her, and she'll be there to help with insurance to protect what matters most, and financial services that help you prepare for the future. Best of all, Tina aims to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. For coverage you need at a price you can afford. Call Tina Gregory at 706-942-6001 to chat about your insurance needs today.
Doc 103.9.
Welcome back to Tucker Field at Lake Oconee Academy for tonight's high school game of the week. It is homecoming between the Landmark Christian War Eagles and the Lake Oconee Academy Titans. We are just under 20 minutes till kickoff. The crowd is steadily coming in. Looks like Landmark has brought a decent little following over from Fairburn. The band is marching in. We are getting ready. So now, Fred, let's talk more about tonight's game. That's enough with the past. Let's live in the present. We have Landmark 4-0 coming in, wanting to continue their win streak. You have LOA at 2-3, coming off a win, wanting to go into region play at 3-3. What you got for us? What are you looking for?
Well, last season they beat Landmark beat Lake Oconee 37-24, but Oconee Academy was up 21-14 at halftime. Didn't have the pleasure to see that game since I'm new to the broadcast. So tell us a little bit about what happened in the second half there.
Yeah, it was a close game. Like you said, LOA was winning at halftime. They looked like they were the better team. And then right around the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter, there was a turnover, and things just sort of unraveled for them for there. Just had some back-breaking mistakes, and they never quite could recover. It was a really good game, really close game. And these are the kind of games I think that are really good for LOA to play. They're playing a good team. A win or a loss doesn't matter that much because it's not region. It wouldn't matter unless it comes down to like playoff seeding, but you get good experience against a good team. So what about stat-wise? What are we looking for out of Landmark?
Landmark has some very good players on the team. Jovan Freeney leads the team with 81 receiving yards per game. Skylar Hamilton, leading rusher, 73 yards, and he's also the quarterback and throwing 212 per game. So he's standout in terms of offensive. Brady Robinson, 9.8 tackles per game, 1.3 sacks. And Chadibe Agabahara, he has 8 pancake blocks. I didn't know that was a statistic, but it's being tracked by the other side. And he's quite a sizable and formidable defensive tackle in the middle of the defense.
Yeah, that quarterback, Skylar Hamilton, he's a senior, and he is certainly a weapon for them. I think the offense flows through him. He also has 11 total touchdowns in just 4 games, 9 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. And I want to talk about Brady Robinson again for a second. You mentioned, how many sacks does he have?
1.3 per game.
1.3 per game.
Yes.
He has 5 total. Like, that is an impressive statistic. So, I also noticed, they're averaging, maybe you mentioned this, they're averaging 31.25 points per game, and the defense is only giving up 6.75 points per game. So just a little more than a touchdown per game on defense. So this is a tough team. This is a good football team. It is hard to say exactly how good they are looking at their other opponents, those first 4 wins. They haven't played anybody that LOA has played, and they've played a mix of private and public schools, and so it can be kind of hard to judge. One of the teams they beat like 50-something to 6. Like, did they really just dominate that game? Was that one of these really small private schools that kind of like Glen Hill's a public school, but did they only dress out, 18 players, something like that? So we'll see here in about 15 minutes. Let's talk about LOA now. Like I said, last week they defeated Glen Hills 49-6. What you got about LOA?
So Jake McDonald is 43.2 passing yards a game. CJ Stembridge, 70.5 rushing yards per game. And Griffin Stanford, 6.8 tackles per game on the defensive side. So they've got a good balance of rush and pass, and I think they played a good game last week for sure.
Absolutely, and looking at their stat sheet too, they do like to run the ball. That's kind of they'll throw it when they need to, but they want to establish that run game. And they've got what my old partner Jeff List used to call a 3-headed monster. They've got C.J. Stembridge, who you mentioned, who's kind of the starting running back, averaging 7.5 yards per game, 70.5 yards per game. But they also have Marcus Rhodes, number 16 sophomore, who's averaging 45.2 yards per game. And both of those players have 3 downs. They also have Cam Jeter, who's a junior. He's averaging 35.4 yards per game all-purpose. He's both used as a running back and a wide receiver. They really like to use him on kind of like jet sweep and little screen plays. He is fast as all get out. If they can get him in space, he can really move. So we'll be looking at all 3 of those players a lot tonight as they hope to win.
What I think is interesting is that Landmark is 245 yards per game. Lake Oconee is 230 yards a game. So you'd say that's pretty close, but they're completely opposite, where Lake Oconee relies on the run game with 187, passing game only 43. Little more balance on the Landmark side, 86 yards rushing per game, 159 yards passing. That balance may end up being a difference.
Right, and I'm really interested to see that because I don't know how much pass-heavy offenses LOA has faced so far this year, but I know that they've got some really fast, really athletic safeties and DBs, so that could be trouble for Landmark. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk with head coach Patrick Stewart. We'll look at our other games in the area and more. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week on OSN.
Doc 103.9.
For the best flooring deals on dry land, it's Madison Flooring. Lake Country family owned, Madison Flooring sells and installs hardwood, waterproof flooring, tile, laminate, and vinyl, plus countertops and custom interior rugs. Entry level to top quality, Madison Flooring has your best price with discounts for teachers and first responders. Shop the 8,000 square foot showroom on Eatonton Road in Madison. Open 8 to 6 weekdays, 10 to 2 Saturday. Madison Flooring.
Hey y'all, it's Mary from GMC. Did you know that Georgia Military College offers a place for you to earn your college degree with a side of Southern hospitality right here in Middle Georgia? The main campus of Georgia Military College, located in the heart of Milledgeville, is the perfect place for you to start your journey to a college education or pick up where you left off. We're enrolling now for all upcoming terms, so call 478-387-4846 today to get started.
A reminder from the Greene County Farm Bureau.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, we don't have any talking lizards on the payroll. Sure, they're funny, but we'd rather hire more agents with more training to make sure you save more money on the best auto coverage available. We're old-fashioned that way. Also, talking lizards? Not real. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed too.
Real service, real people. That's Farm Bureau Insurance.
See David Urshanda at your Greene County Farm Bureau Insurance Agency on South Main Street in Greensboro. Call 706-453-7562.
Georgia Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Georgia Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Mr. C's Rent to Own in downtown Greensboro offers name brand furniture, electronics, and appliances at low, affordable weekly or monthly rates. And at Mr. C's Pawn Shop, they'll pay top dollar for almost anything of value. Find out why your locally owned and operated Mr. C's was voted the best pawn shop in Georgia's Lake Country. Got some stuff you don't need? Bring it to Mr. C's for cash. Mr. C's Rent, Own, and Pawn Shop on West Green Street, downtown Greensboro.
Greensboro Tire Pros has been servicing vehicles reliably for generations. Family owned and operated for over 42 years. They're here to make certain your car or truck is keeping its promise to you. Their straightforward approach to tire and auto service includes nationwide warranties, honest advice, and a great selection of Continental tires for passenger cars, trucks, and SUVs. Take the stress out of tire shopping. Install Continental tires today at Greensboro Tire Pros. Visit in-store or online anytime at greensborotire.net.
Doc 103.9.
Welcome back to Lake Oconee Academy for homecoming between the Landmark Christian Academy War Eagles and the Lake Oconee Academy Titans. Just a little while ago, I was able to get a sideline interview with Lake Oconee Academy head coach Patrick Stewart. Unfortunately, we're having some technical difficulties with our recorder, so I don't actually have his voice for you to listen to, but I did write down the answers to the questions I asked him, so I'll just tell you that right now. First, I asked him last week, I asked what kind of the key to victory was, and he said playing to our standard. He said stuff that, hold on to the ball, all that kind of stuff that coaches normally say, but he said playing to our standard. And I asked him, what does that mean to LOA's standard? He told me 3 things: toughness, pursuit, and physicality. They want to be tough out there. They want to be physical. They want to push guys around. They want to hit hard, and they want a fast pursuit to the ball on defense. He also focuses on scoring in every phase of the game. Obviously the whole goal of the offense is to get the ball into the end zone, but he also wants touchdowns on defense and especially touchdowns on special teams. And then finally, he mentioned how statistically the team that wins the takeover battle is the team that wins the game. I am going to take a break real fast for you to listen to our national anthem. right, that was the national anthem played by the Lake Oconee Academy Marching Band. Now, back to my interview with head coach Patrick Stewart. I also asked him, I mentioned how we will not be calling any more of LOA's games until about mid-October. I think October 18th, maybe something, 16th, doesn't matter. Sometime in October. So I said, what are your goals going forward? Region play starts next week. He said their biggest goal, obviously, is the same goal as every team, win every game. But he said, other than that, he wants to start fast. They've got Washington Wilkes, first region game next week. They travel to Washington. He said they want to come out fast, score fast, move the ball fast. They want to kind of put everybody else on notice. And he said tonight is another example and a chance to do that against a good Landmark Christian team. If LOA can come out with a win today, it kind of puts the rest of the region on notice, especially a region that's pretty crowded. So far in the season, Lincoln County has looked really, really good, but everybody else in the region, Greene County, Washington, Wilkes, and Warren, and LOA, have all looked fairly equal. Finally, I asked him the basic question I always ask, what are your keys to victory tonight? He said 3 things. First, hold on to the ball, shorten the game, run the clock as much as you can. We saw that last week, how they move at a deliberate pace. They want to shorten the game and hold on the ball as much as possible. Win the turnover battle. Don't give up the ball and make them give up the ball. And then finally, get a score on special teams, either a punt block return for a touchdown, a punt or kick return for a touchdown, some kind of special team score. Doing those 3 things, he thinks, will win them this game tonight.
Well, I think that they'll need to do all that, actually, because this team looks a lot better. Certainly more players on the roster, bigger in size, look really well schooled in terms of their practice before the game. So I think, they faced a hard-working team last week, but they were clearly undermatched. And this, I think, is going to be a tougher game for them. So we'd like to see them step up to that.
Absolutely. All right, we're about 6 minutes away from kickoff. We're going to take a break, come back, give you a preview of the games that are happening tonight around the area, and then we'll have kickoff. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Doc 103.9.
The ultimate summer essential, sunglasses for the adventurous at heart. The Sun Center at Lake Oconee Eye Care keeps you stylish and protected, offering the brands you love and premium UV protection with a wide range of classic to trendy designs and vibrant colors. Express your unique style while enjoying the summer sun. Pick up your favorite sunglasses from the Sun Center at Lake Oconee Eye Care and let the adventures begin. The brands you love are at the Sun Center at Lake Oconee Eye Care. Stay stylish, stay protected.
It's gig season, and that means Sparklight has 1 gig internet to cover every room and power every device every day. Get reliable 1 gig internet on our fiber-fueled network for $29.95 a month for the first 3 months. Available with intelligent Wi-Fi powered by Eero. Call 888-998-8630 or visit sparklight.com. Sparklight, always working for you. Auto pay and paperless billing required for promotional rates, $69.95 a month for months 4 to 12. Regular rate $90 a month. Equipment, taxes, surcharges, and fees not included. Eero and all related marks are trademarks of Amazon.com Inc., Eero LLC, or its affiliates. Restrictions apply.
Arcilla Mining and Land Company is hiring both Class A and Class B truck drivers for local hauling. We offer affordable health, dental, and vision insurance, company-paid life insurance, matching 401k, and driver retention bonuses. Arcilla Mining and Land, an equal opportunity employer in drug-free workplace.
Learn more about Arcilla Mining and Land Company, including why you should join the Arcilla Mining team. Visit arcillamining.com. To apply, find Arcilla on Indeed.com and on Facebook.
In today's world, it's more important than ever to have a place you can come and unwind. Somewhere you can relax and be yourself. At Amici, we've been proudly serving as a community living room for the last 27 years. No stress here, just great food in an environment where you can kick back and catch your breath. So why not leave the house tonight and come home? Visit us online to find your neighborhood Amici. Amici, come in, grab a bite, relax.
Doc 103.9.
And welcome back to Tucker Field at Lake Oconee Academy for tonight's Game of the Week between Landmark Christian and Lake Oconee Academy. We are about 3.5 minutes from kickoff, so real quick, I'm going to give you a look around the area at our other games happening tonight. There's not a whole lot. I think we've got a handful of teams on a bye before region play starts. So we have Brentwood at John Millage, Mount Paran Christian at Washington Wilkes, Briarwood at Windsor, Commerce visits Athens Academy, Baldwin is at Harlem tonight, Warren County visits Glasscock County. Elbert County plays Oglethorpe County. Twiggs County plays Greene County. Jasper County is at Towers. Lincoln County is at Silver Bluff, South Carolina. The Kings Academy is at Piedmont Academy. McNair plays at Putnam County, and Washington County at Bleckley County. We will keep you up on these scores, especially that Greene County score and the other ones that affect our region, our listening area. Morgan County is off this week, so we will not have an update for them.
I will tell you, on the Greene County game, there's a lot of anticipation today from people who are at that game. They're hopeful that this is the breakout game for Greene County and its new coach.
For sure. The teams have met at midfield for the coin flip. We'll wait and see what that ends up being. Then we'll take one more break, and by the time we come back, it should be kickoff. So everybody's shaking hands real fast. Our visitors from Landmark, gold helmets, white jerseys with gold lettering, and black pants. LOA in their blackout uniforms, all black with white lettering and blue stripes down the side, and white helmets with a yellow stripe down the middle and a blue LOA on the side. Refs are giving them the breakdown, saying things like, make sure all your players are legally and properly equipped, good sportsmanship, et cetera, et cetera. It's a little warmer tonight than it's been the last couple weeks. See if that affects anybody.
Night.
It is. It's gotten, since that sun's gone down, it's gotten real nice.
Perfect day for football.
It is. All right, we're showing everybody the coin. And it's in the air. Landmark is looking at each other like they won the toss. They are going to defer until the second half. So we have about a minute until kickoff. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have kickoff. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Doc 103.9.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to feel stronger, healthy, and more energized? Underground Strength and Wellness is Lake Oconee's new walk-in clinic for prescription weight loss, hormone replacement therapy, thyroid optimization, peptide therapy, IV hydration, and vitamin injections. Get direct, personalized care from our nurse practitioner to tackle low energy, low libido, and other health care concerns. No appointment needed. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, located at 1041 Parkside Commons, Suite 101, next to Frank's Chiropractic. Underground Strength and Wellness, Lake Oconee.
Doc 103.9.
And we're back at Tucker Field at Lake Oconee Academy. 20 seconds from kickoff. The teams are lining up behind their respective banners, ready to run out. It is homecoming at LOA tonight, so the stands are just about packed. And Landmark has taken the field in their black and gold uniforms.
A little bit of acrobatics coming out of there. Little flip there going on.
And here come the Titans.
There they come. Broke through the flag. They break that every week.
They make them so they reattach.
They separate.
Yeah, I think too many schools like we're running out of banner money. We gotta make one that we use over and over again. All right, so as we mentioned before the break, Landmark won the toss and deferred to the second half, so LOA is going to start the game on offense.
Who are the youngsters that are here supporting LOA with their jerseys on?
We have the middle school football team here also supporting LOA.
What a great pageantry that is to let them be on the sidelines and watch this game.
Absolutely, and I'm a little bit older, but I literally, for our listeners who don't know, full disclosure, I teach here at LOA, and most of these boys on this field tonight, I taught when they looked like those little boys who were on the sideline. So, they'll be on this field a lot faster than they think.
Before you know it.
All right, LOA is heading out to the field for the kick. Landmark lining up to kick. As you mentioned, LOA is going to be hoping for a nice, sustained drive. They want to hold on to the ball. They want to run the clock, and they want to run that ball.
Yeah, that was part of the pregame that you got, and I think ball control is going to be very, very important. Number 4, Cole Pollock, looks like he's back. He looks like he's one of the primary return men, along with number 6, which is Jaden Barnett. Running back and middle linebacker, he is.
I think you might be looking at the landmark.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're 100% right. That is my mistake. Thank you.
Hey, we've all done that before.
Yeah, exactly.
So that'll be C.J. Simbridge
That's
and
right.
Cam Jeter back there.
There we go. Thank you for that.
Here's the kick.
And it is to Simbridge. And he's got a beautiful return up to the 30. So it's about 12, 15 yards. And they're going to get good field position to start with. 1st and 10. Looks like they're giving him the 31, actually. Okay, 1st and 10.
Landmark does have some size, especially look at
they do.
The linebackers, especially. They're tall.
Yeah, they really are. And the defensive line, very big, particularly on that defensive end. Number 56, Christopher Speed, looks very large. And he's set up nicely to defend. Here's the handoff right up the middle. Looks like a pretty good gain of about 4 yards, maybe 3. And it'll be 2nd and 7. So positive yards and good start.
Absolutely. And they ran that, they run kind of a flex bone option primarily, LOA does. And they put, I believe that was Cam Jeter in motion, which they do a lot. And that kind of pulls the defense to the left side, then hand it off to Simbridge right up the middle. And yeah, he hit the pile and just pushed it for about 4 yards. That's exactly what LOA wants to do pretty much every play.
Yes. And they picked up 4.5. So just a bit over, or 3.5, just a bit over 6 to go. 2nd down. Well wide right on the left side. That's taking someone out of play from the defensive side. And there's another handoff up the middle, very close, if not, yes, I think a 1st down, actually.
Yep. Same exact play. They just sent Simbridge to the left side instead of the right side, and he was able to pick up the 6 yards for the 1st down pretty easily.
Yeah. I think what was really good about that was the spread out offense made them took the defense out of the center of the line of scrimmage and gave them room to run.
Yeah, you had number 10, I believe that's Ty Hyder on the near side here, all by himself, one-on-one. His defender was taller than him, but Ty's a speedster, so they might look at like a quick slant out of him. But the
he's wide
defense
left again and wide right all the way.
And he is. Well. I mean, he's almost to the sideline.
Both of them are spread out. I like what they're doing because they're playing against 9 guys. There's another handoff up the middle, and it's about 7 yards.
Yep.
Very nice. I love this spread offense. This is actually doing a really nice job.
And
we didn't see them do that as much last week.
And I think they were trying to save some stuff for tape, against some of these better opponents. And, just power run with Simbridge, and that's what he loves to do. He does not shy away from contact. He's getting hit, 1 or 2 yards past the line of scrimmage and just pushing 3, 4, 5 more yards every time.
2nd and a slightly long 3. Okay, we've got 2 wide outs to the right, no one out on the left. Got 1 back and then a flanker back on the right side. He's doing man in motion, and it's a reverse. They've had that one blocked off very well. Yeah. They had someone keying on that. That must be something they've seen in the in the tapes.
Yeah, and so I believe that was Cam Jeter. They tried to they did hand the ball off to, but he was blocked. Had to cut up the middle and just ran into a wall there.
And that outside backer, number 9, he had a beat on him right away.
Kamsi Ifedi.
Yeah, he looked pretty good on that. He's actually a safety.
And again, LOA taking their time, running the play in, running clock. They've already used 3 minutes.
Yeah.
In this first quarter.
This is right up their alley to try to keep the ball out of the hands of Landmark. Good patience. He's letting his team set up. Here's another handoff up the middle. It's too many times with that play. You can't do it all the time. It'll be 3rd and 4 because they got no yards on that one.
I actually think that's going to put us at 4th down. Yep, it is 4th down and 4.
Oh, it is 4, yeah.
But you are just about right at midfield. I'm interested. It looks like they're going to keep the offense out there.
I think they're going to go for it.
Or maybe they're just going to try to catch them
They might
offsides.
do one of those quick pumps.
Yeah.
They were doing a lot of those last week, actually.
Again, taking their time getting the play in.
Good clock management. 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Okay, there is going to be no punt here. They are going to go for it. Oh, he's trying to draw them offside.
Yep.
I think they're going to sit tight. They'll probably take the delay of game and move it back 5 yards and punt it away.
It's worth trying.
Yep, absolutely.
Especially early in the game.
Well, you can see that the other team has some discipline on that, so that's going to not be probably in the repertoire for the rest.
So not exactly what LOA wanted. They wanted a score on that drive. Going to have to punt, but they've used, a quarter of the quarter in that first drive. So at least that's a small victory.
Okay, here's a snap and a big rush. Boy, did he get a beautiful kickoff.
Oh, it's too far.
Yeah, it's going into the end zone. That was a beautiful kick.
That was.
65 yards, almost all of it in the air. It bounced a couple times to get into the end zone, and it will be 1st and 10 on the 20.
I believe that was number 8, Paulie Medrano on the punt there. And, yeah, he just put just a tiny bit too much on it so that it bounced into the end zone. It was looking like it might stop between the 5-yard line there for a second.
I have to say, being a golfer in Reynolds, his son needs to learn how to hit that checkup shot like his dad does on the greens. Exactly.
All right, let's see what the LOA defense can do. There are no running backs in the backfield for Landmark.
Oh, they're going straight with a shotgun, and they are looking to throw. Man in motion, fake in the middle. He is throwing deep, and there's a little hand checking going on between the cornerback and the wide receiver. No flag, appropriately so. They were playing it very well, and so it's just an incomplete. Nice throw, at least 45 yards down the field.
Yeah, that was a deep throw. That was Corian Jernigan on the senior on the defense there. There was a little hand play between both the receiver and the DB, so they didn't throw a flag, but that could have been another foot or so. That could have been a touchdown.
Yeah. Okay, second down, we got one back in the backfield. We've got a man in motion from the outside to the left. They go to the right side, and a great closure by the defense. Really great pursuit that looked like he had a moment of opening there, and it was fantastic pursuit by the defense.
And that's exactly what Coach Stewart mentioned pregame. You're right. There was a hole, and the running back hit it, and then it immediately collapsed. There were 4 or 5 Titans stuffing that immediately. So it is now 3rd and 9.
Very impressive. That was very impressive defense there. It's 3rd and a long 8 according to the scoreboard. And we have 2 men in the backfield. Man in motion to the left, to the right, and it's a pitch out to the wide receiver that was in motion. He's got nowhere to go. Great pursuit. Oh, he broke out a little bit, but it's not all the way for a first down. Looks like it's going to be 4th and 6, maybe.
Yep, and it did. Once again, it looked like he had a hole. He broke out to the edge there, and you're like, uh-oh, he's going to run this up the field. But the entire LOA defense just shifts over that fast that they were able to push him out. He really only ended up getting about 3 yards.
Yeah, that's very different than last week. They, now admittedly the other team was not as fast or as big, et cetera. So they didn't have to do that, but clearly they worked on that during the week, and they are doing a great job of pursuit.
Number 6, Cam Jeter to take the punt return.
Okay, it's a relatively short punt. They're going to let it go out of bounds about the 45.
So LOA is going to end up with the ball back where they were when they punted it.
Yeah, not so bad.
No.
Not so bad. Halfway through the first quarter, 0-0 score. So 1 possession for both teams. And, I'd say of that first series, it looked better for LOA because at least they had a first down and had some movement of the ball.
Absolutely. So we'll see.
Very solid defense.
Oh, yeah. We'll see if they go back to the well and keep trying to run that ball, see if we get mix it up a little bit.
Looks like we're going to have 2 receivers going out to the left side of the offense. Taking a couple large cornerbacks and safeties out of the mix, and a play right up the middle for about 6.5, if not 7 yards. Very good first down play. 6, it looks like. So it's 2nd and 4. That was a very, very good start. I love the fact that they're sending those guys out wide, and they're taking a couple players out. They're reducing the size of the defense, and they're doing a good job with that. And they're getting the blocks on the ones that remain.
And every play has an option. You know, on that play, Jake McDonald handed it off to Stembridge, but he could have kept the ball. He could have tossed it to to Marcus Rhodes, who is running around as well in motion. So defense hard to stop this.
Okay, two receivers out wide, right and left. Another up the middle, and it's a first down. A good 5-yard gain. And it's 1st and 10 for LOA. Keep the clock moving, keep the football, get another 4 downs.
And again, CJ Stembridge happy to be that bell cow. Just keep running it up the middle.
Well, 70.5 yards per game, and he's on a good start right now.
And these are body blows, you know. Eventually, Landmark is going to have to stack the box to stop Stembridge. That's when you're going to be able to throw it out to Cam Jeter or Marcus Rhodes or Ty Hyder. They're going to be wide open.
They're taking their time. 15 seconds on the play clock. Got 2 wide right. There's a handoff to a moving flanker, and he is down for a short gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
And that was the same play that they've been running where they put Cam Jeter in motion, but instead they fake the handoff to Stembridge and then hand it to Jeter as he's in motion. But once again, the defense just closes down on that side so that he has to move up the middle, and there's just not quite as much there. So only 2 yards on that play.
Yeah. And they, you know, he had really one guy to beat, and he needs to break that tackle. All right, 2nd and 8 on the 42 of Landmark Christian. They're on this side of the field. Okay, man in motion. Oh, handoff to number 6 on the right with one man to beat, and a very nice tackle, shedding that block beautifully, and then making that solo tackle. Otherwise, it was a TD.
Very impressive play by the defense there. That was Cam Jeter on the run.
Yes, very nice.
Yeah, if it hadn't been for, is that number 2 maybe, Javon Freeney?
Yeah.
If it hadn't been for him shedding that block, that was a touchdown.
That's for sure. That was a fantastic play.
So we're at 3rd and 2, 3.5 minutes left in the quarter.
This is 4-down territory here.
Absolutely.
On the 35.
And remember, LOA's got Leo Enestrosa, who can hit a kick from just about anywhere.
Hey, but very tight defense. I would have spread a couple guys out a little bit to make this a little smaller here.
We're going to have a false start.
Yeah, a little bit of movement there.
Yeah, they put, I believe it was Marcus. Yep, they put Marcus Rhodes in motion, and when he went, one of those linemen on the right side jumped early. So this is going to push LOA back 5 yards.
Yeah, 3rd and 7. You know, I think it would be a good play for them because they've been moving the ball on the ground. Why not try to take this in two goes? You know, to do is 4-down territory. You know, to go out and throw this now would pretty much create a punt situation for them if they're not complete with it. So I think a run here would be a smart play to try to get half of this back. Okay, man in motion. He's coming on the left side, right to the right side to the left side to the right, and not much there. So a little too many times with that play, I think.
Yeah, that time they handed off to Marcus Rhodes in motion, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah. Now he did have the hole outside over here on the left. That if he had kind of extended it out, he might have done a little bit better. But so now we're going to punt.
This is Dylan Hyder out to punt. I believe he punted the last one as well. And yeah, I think maybe if they had gained 3 or 4 yards on that run, they'd go on 4th down. But 4th and 6, even if you're on their side of the field, you're still a little too far away.
Yeah, I think this is smart. keep it, and he's putting it into the corner, and it does get fielded on the 3-yard line, and he's making very nice moves. We got a flag down, so there's a penalty. That's number 2, Javon Freeney for Landmark Christian, and that was a very nice return from the 3-yard line.
He brought it up to about the 17, but there is a flag. I'm not sure who that. I didn't see the penalty, so I'm not sure who it's on.
More likely it would be on the blocking, but we'll see.
I would think so. It is. It's going to be on the receiving team, so Landmark's going to get pushed back. So some of that return is going to be negated by the penalty.
Looks like a half the distance. So it must have been a clip or something like that.
Yep. So really most of his return has now been negated by that penalty.
1st and 10 on the 9-yard line, their own 9.
All right, LOA's defense stood strong, only gave up about 3 yards on the first Landmark possession. Let's see how they do with 2 minutes left in the quarter.
We've got 3 wideouts on the right side, spread out, and they are quite tall. Let's see what happens. Oh, quarterback keeper,
and he is
stuffed. 3 men all over him, and that's a loss of at least 3, if not 4.
Yeah, Skylar Hamilton meet number 55 sophomore Akeem Red, arguably one of the best defensive linemen for LOA. I've noticed they have not been playing him on offensive line. I know last year he played both ways, so he's fresh. He has not been playing much today.
Wow, that is a generous spot.
Yeah,
and putting that on the 9-yard. It looked like he had been tackled at the 6 or the 5.
Yeah, I think he's tall. I think he kind of stretched out as he was going down.
That's a big stretch. All right, we've got 3 men in the backfield. We've got a shotgun formation and a slant across the middle, a perfect throw, and a first down, about 12 yards.
And that was tough because that really was well defended. It was just that slant route against the zone defense, hit him right where there wasn't anybody. But LOA did do a good job closing down. I mean, I think he only got 1 yard after the catch.
Absolutely. Perfect spiral on the throw. Right in target, right in stride. And they have very tall receivers.
They do.
That are very quick. First and 10, only 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Going quick. It's up the middle on a handoff, and that was number 9, I think. Kamsi Afede. And he picked up about 4 yards. So it's 2nd and 6.
I imagine maybe they try to get one more play before the end of the quarter. Got 22 seconds left, 30 on the play clock. So it doesn't look like they're in any hurry.
No, I think they're willing to. Quarterback's over, talking to the coach. It looks like they're going to let this tick down and take it to the second quarter.
All right, they are. That does it for the first quarter. We're tied 0-0. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with the second quarter. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Fixing things just got easier. The new Ace Hardware Madison is right in your backyard on Eatonton Road, featuring brand name power equipment from Gravely, Aaron's, and Echo. Ace Hardware Madison is your outdoor grilling place for Big Green Egg, Traeger, Weber, Blackstone, and more. And when you have painting to do, they have Benjamin Moore, Clark and Kensington, and Royal. For the best brands plus award-winning service, it's Ace Hardware Madison, 2640 Eatonton Road.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Doc 103.9.
And we're back at Tucker Field at Lake Oconee Academy for homecoming between Landmark Christian and Lake Oconee Academy. We've just finished up the first quarter. It is 0-0. Thanks to LOA running the ball well and taking their sweet time doing it. It looks like just looking at our games around the area, Mount Paran and Washington Wilkes is having the opposite of our game. Mount Paran's leading 7-6, and it looks like Twiggs and Greene County has been postponed. I wonder if they've got maybe some lightning in the area, some weather, something like that. Here's
it's
nice
at
and
home.
clean. Oh, you're right. It's in Green
It's
County,
at home.
so
It's here.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, so I think there's something. Maybe they weren't able to field a team in Twigs. I don't know.
Let's see if we get some answer about that later. Anyway, LOA still on defense.
Second and 6 from their 27-yard line. Here's a handoff up the middle. Not much, about 3. Got half of it back, maybe 4.
That's actually an impressive stop by LOA since they only had 10 men on the field and had a lineman sprinting onto the field as the play was snapped. The fact they only gave up a couple of yards is pretty impressive. Did see a little bit of jawing back and forth at the end of that game, or at the end of that play. Hopefully the refs take control of that.
Third and about 2.5, a long 2. Quarterback is in the shotgun formation. He's got one running back. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. Looks like he's going to make it. He has crossed the 35, so it's a first down.
Again, that was good defense by LOA. They pursued the ball. They crushed down on it, but that size of Landmark we saw on that play, just pushing the pile for a couple more yards.
Without a doubt, they do have size in the middle. Quarterback's tall and quick. It's number 7. Is it number 7 or number 9?
I can't tell either.
Yeah. Or number 3. Yes, Skylar Hamilton.
He's looking deep.
Oh, he's throwing. Oh, what a throw! Wide open. He had about a 5-yard.
Oh, and what pursuit!
Yes, great tackle.
That was Corian Jernigan, number 2, to save the touchdown because he was beat. And they sent, it was 2-on-2. Number 2 playing number 2.
Yep.
And number 2 for Landmark, Javon Freeney, he went out in motion when they snapped the ball just on a little wide receiver wheel route. However, after that tackle, he came up a little gimpy.
They gave it to, they actually are marking it at the 11. I felt like it was about the 8, but they are first and 10. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's the 6. So first and goal.
Need to see LOA. Hopefully, maybe they can hold them for a field goal here. Need a big stop for the defense.
Quarterback is in the shotgun. Here comes motion to the right, and the quarterback runs left, and he's through the middle. That's a touchdown.
Just a little bit of hesitation by LOA. They actually had penetration, and I think they thought he was going to go a different direction than he went. A hole opened up, and he was able to go through pretty easily.
Skylar Hamilton, leading rusher and passer on the team. That's should be something that LOA had scouted successfully. They should be working to try to shut that down. Here's an extra point. There's the snap. Kick is up, and it's good.
So that makes our score 7-0 with 10 minutes left in the half. This update brought to you by State Representative Trey Rhodes, proudly serving as your state representative from District 124. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Covington Hearth & Home continues to sell, service, and install gas, pellet, and wood products, gas grills, outdoor kitchens, outdoor furniture, and custom fireplaces, gas or wood burning. Jack Frost and the Covington Hearth & Home team are as close as your computer or phone. Log on to CovingtonHearthAndHome.com or call 706-318-4145 and wait till you see their mobile display trailer for gas logs. It's a live burning display that can come to you. CovingtonHearthAndHome.com.
Doc 103.9.
If they didn't show something.
And welcome back to Lake Oconee Academy. We've just seen the first points of the game. Landmark Christian scored on they threw a deep pass to get him at the 6-yard line, and then a pretty easy QB sneak into the end zone. Now let's see if LOA can answer.
That was certainly a beautiful long pass.
It was.
That was thrown by Landmark. They really did a great job on that, and had plenty of spacing and the ability to get that one in there. LOA's got to protect against that. for the future of this game.
Stembridge and Jeter back to return the kick. Looks like it's going to go straight to C.J. Stembridge. Or
out of bounds.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
So LA is going to end up with decent field
35.
position. That's where LOA has lived tonight, pretty much between the 35s. They just haven't been able to break through.
Nothing to panic here. This is, 10 minutes to go in the half. Got plenty of time in this game. A good time-consuming drive would be just what the doctor ordered.
They've been doing it. I mean, every time LOA has had the ball, they've had it for 4 or 5 minutes of game clock. But it might be time to open up the playbook a little bit.
2 men wide left, 1 back, 2 flankers on each side of the tight ends. There's a man in motion to the right. They're going up the middle, and it's nothing there. Looks like only a yard or 2.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him a yard. Again, they're crashing down on C.J. Stembridge. So like I said, might be time to look at your receivers there because they're stacking the box now.
2nd and 9 from their own 36.
All right, here comes LOA. Similar.
I'd like to see a little screen pass or something like that to create, a little bit of diversion here. Let's see. Here's the snap. Fake. He's dropping back. He's rolling to the left. He's got a man open, and it's complete to the 49-yard line of Landmark. So that's a first down.
Yep, Landmark was just playing too soft coverage, and Cam Jeter running across the field.
Beautiful.
Catches it right at the 50. And they're going to give it to him at the Landmark 49.
Yeah, what a good movement left, and contorted his body to be able to square up and make that throw. Jake McDonald's having a good game so far. First and 10 on the 49. 8:50 to go in the first half. 7-0 Landmark Christian over LOA. 2 men out right. Single back with a flanker just off the tight end.
And we're going to have a delay of game. Oh, no, we got a timeout before the delay of game. So we'll take a timeout as well. That was timeout by LOA. This update brought to you by Greene County Sheriff Donnie Harrison in the Greene County Sheriff's Office. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Mike's Tire Depot is your smooth ride specialist. Family owned, family run for 30 plus years. Now with 3 locations providing fast, friendly service and same day turnarounds. Major brands include Toyo, Michelin, and Nitto. Always stocked and loaded with new and used tires, wheels, lift kits, and trailers. Mike's Tire Depot also offers front end and brake work. Open 8 to 5 weekdays, 8 to 2 Saturdays in Madison, Covington, and their newest location on Harmony Road in Eatonton, a mile west of the Pyramid.
WDDK Greensboro, Madison, Eatonton, a proud member of the Oconee Radio Group. Doc 103.9.
Back here at LOA, and it is 1st and 10 on the 49 of Landmark Christian. After a very good play of a pass across the middle. Okay, here we go. We've got 2 men in the backfield. Here's the snap, fake to the right, and he's running. Quarterback's running, and he's got at least 6 yards, if not 7. Good play. That's a good way. They picked up 6, I think. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, that was a good little triple option. Fakes the handoff to Stembridge, and this runs around the end. And Jake McDonald is sneaky fast. He's got that real long gait. It's like watching like Johnny Unitas, one of those old school quarterbacks with big long legs like that.
Yeah, that was a nice play. They pick up 6, so it's 2nd and 4. They can do almost anything here. They're taking their time. I think they probably talked about having, trying to hold the ball and keep it out of the hands of the offense, because it looks like Landmark can strike very quickly. Okay, here's a handoff to number 4 up the middle, and it's at least 12 yards for a first down. That was CJ Stembridge, who we have been calling the name of a lot.
And again, it's the danger of running the triple option. At that time, he just handed it off to Stembridge to take the dive, and he gets an easy 10 yards. Because the rest of the defense is keyed up on the quarterback, the other running back, the other wide receivers.
Ball's on the 32 of Landmark, and see how they're coming. The quarterback's coming over to get the plays directly from the coach. They're using the play clock judiciously. 12 seconds left on it. 10 now. One back in the backfield. Man in motion to the left. Rolling to the right. He's in trouble. He's going to throw. Oh, he got it off beautifully.
And Stembridge is still up. And he's going to go. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
What a move by CJ Stembridge. What a play.
And what a beautiful evasion by the quarterback. That was Jake McDonald was able to evade about 3 rushers all over him and get that out to the wide open CJ Stembridge in the flat.
And then Stembridge just makes a little nifty move, jukes the man out of his jock strap, and he was off to the end zone.
Fantastic play. 7-6. Let's see if they can kick this one through and tie it up. I'd say with this soccer specialist, a nice attempt to block, but that is good.
Yep.
That was a beautiful kick.
We are now tied with 6 minutes, 42 seconds left, 7-7. This update brought to you by Madison Car Care on Confederate Road in Madison. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
A reminder from C.W. Smith Insurance.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
CCW Smith Insurance Agency, your auto owner's agent in downtown Greensboro. Call 706-453-2278.
Doc 103.9.
And we're back at Tucker Field at Lake Oconee Academy. LOA has just scored to tie the game up 7-7. 6 minutes, 42 seconds left. They're now kicking off to Landmark Christian. Very impressive scoring play by LOA. Jake McDonald scrambling, dumping the ball off to an open CJ Stembridge, who makes a nifty move and heads to the end zone. Now we need to see LOA's defense tighten up. Last possession, they allowed some passes that maybe they shouldn't have, especially the big one that set up the touchdown.
6:42 to go in the first half, 7-7. LOA kicking off to Landmark Christian and on the 40-yard line. And here comes the kick. And a good line drive that is caught in about the 4-yard line. Lots of room to run, but he's stopped. He's definitely being swarmed by the defense. Very well covered.
As much blocking as they had, Landmark should have gotten a better return than that, I think.
Absolutely. That was incredible pursuit, actually, by LOA there.
And LOA, their defense, their special teams, they're fired up. You see them, they're maybe talking a little trash to Landmark, but mostly talking to each other.
Yeah, and they held them to the 21-yard line. What an incredible, that was a low kick. There was plenty of time. You know, that's a good example of just run straight up the field as far as you can get, and he would have been probably at the 30, 35-yard line if he had done that instead of trying to dance.
Right. Or even just let the ball go out of the end zone.
Yeah.
What do I know?
All right, 1st and 10. Got a man in motion to the right side. Here's a handoff to the inside, and it is going to be a loss of 4 yards, I would say. Very, very nice pursuit.
I think they're going to give him
it's
about
just
half a yard.
Exactly, just to the back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah.
So far in this game, LOA has not been giving up yards rushing.
Yes, they're
every
defense.
time Landmark's moved the ball, it's been through the air.
Now they just have to watch for the long pass. You got two. Oh, we need somebody out on the flanker. There we go. Okay, he's playing very tight. Here's a chance. Okay, quarterback. He's running out. He's going to run, and it's going to be close to a first down, if not.
Let's see where they spot it.
It looks half yard short, maybe.
Let's see what I think the ref is saying he got it. Yep, he's saying they're giving him the first down.
Ball on the 31.
And that's a credit to Skylar Hamilton, Landmark's quarterback. The LOA defensive line flushed him out of the pocket, and he just has so much speed because the DBs for LOA were on him and were crashing down on him, but he's just able to get up the field faster than they were able to get to him.
It was a good run. We got a screen pass out to the right side that got over the head of the receiver, flicked off his fingers. It'll be 2nd and 10.
LOA's got to capitalize on mistakes like that.
Yeah, that would have been probably a good 4 or 5 yards. Mm-hmm. He was open on that side. One man to beat.
Yeah, it honestly looked like the receiver just hadn't turned all the way around. The ball was already out of Hamilton's hands when he turned around to see it.
Cole Pollock wide to the left side. Big size advantage against number 15, Aiden Bell. Oh, no.
He's going deep. He's open, and he can't catch it.
Oh, boy. He had the step, though.
He did.
Parks Higgum, that was, on the defensive side. But, yes, he had the step, and it was the same guy that caught that one other long pass.
And nifty play design, too, because they put I think it's the tight end in motion running a wheel route. So LOA had to commit a man to got to the tight end on the wheel route, which left number 4 open, even though he still had 2 men guarding him, Parks Hyam and then Cam Jeter at free safety. And, yeah, I mean, if he's a step faster, he catches that and goes to the end zone.
Yeah, and he has a huge size advantage over the safeties of LOA, actually. It's 3rd and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback back. He's looking to throw. He's going to run. He's going to run. He's going to get plenty of first down. Yep, absolutely. He's got about 10 or 12 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 on the 42 or 43-yard line.
And that's why an athletic dual-threat quarterback like that is so frustrating, because the defense took care of everyone else. Yes. The defensive line flushed him out of the pocket just like they're supposed to. The DBs were covering everybody like they were supposed to, but there was still about 10 yards to the right side, and he took advantage of it.
Good speed. He's got amazing speed.
He's fast.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised they're containing him as much as they are, because he is quick.
But the clock is winding. We're now under 5 minutes left in the half.
2 receivers out to the left side, 1 running back, 1 on the right, 1 wide receiver on the right side. There's the snap. It's a screen pass out to the wide receiver that was on the left, number 2, Jovan Freeney, and that's a gain of 5.
And I didn't see who it was, but the other wide receiver laid a perfect block to set up that screen. You don't always see that. A lot of wide receivers don't want to get dirty, but he was ready.
Yeah, nice play. Well designed. You put 2 guys out like that, and it's really 2-on-2, and that was executed to perfection. 2nd and 5. Clock is ticking at 3:50. Go in the half. 7-7 game. And it's been moving at a very quick pace.
It has.
Only 2 seconds on the shot clock. He got it off. There it is. And he's throwing deep, and he's got a man, and it is caught. Oh, my.
Thank God for the 7-yard line tripping him up, because he beat both of his defenders. And that's a similar play to what we saw. Yep. And that's just speed. And, boy, what a throw, because 55, Akeem Red for LOA, was in the quarterback's face, pushed him to the ground as he's throwing the ball, and he's still able to deliver that drop right in the bucket to his receiver.
Yeah, LOA is going to have to cover these wideouts a little bit tighter and not let them get behind like that, because clearly the quarterback's showing he can throw the ball deep and with accuracy. First and goal on the 5. 3:13 to go in the first half. And Landmark Christian is knocking on the door. Shotgun, quarterback keeps. He's going for the end zone, and he's in.
And you could have seen that coming a mile away. It's the same thing they did last time. Big play to get him with first and goal. And then, Skylar Hamilton knows even if LOA's defense does well, he's probably going to be able to get 5 yards just because he's so shifty and athletic.
Yeah, it's true. And one thing that's pretty interesting about Landmark Christian, they have a couple very skilled offensive players that I would say is not widely distributed across their entire offensive team, and they're utilizing them very well.
And the kick is good, so it's now 14-7 Landmark, 2:53 left in the half. Each week, Rail EMC is proud to salute the hard work of the on-field performance of area high school linemen. We'll announce this week's Lineman of the Week at the end of the game. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Hear that? That's how plumbing problems start. This is how they end. With a call to Grimes Plumbing. The Grimes family has been keeping the lake area flowing for 4 generations with trusted, reliable service for your home or business. Repairs, inspections, installations. We do it all. Just give us a call. Call Grimes anytime. Grimes Plumbing, 478-452-9175. That's 478-452-9175. Or visit llgrimes.com.
Doc 103.9.
And we're back at Lake Oconee Academy. The score now 14-7 after a big Landmark pass led to the quarterback sneak once again. Landmark getting ready to kick off to LOA. We have 2 minutes, 53 seconds left. And as you were saying, what we don't want to see from LOA is a turnover.
That's right.
Control this ball. Try to get some points before halftime, but you don't want to give the ball back to Landmark before you head to the locker room.
And with LOA, with that great kicker that they have a chance to get 3, even if they can't get it into the end zone. But getting some points here would be very good. It would be very enlightening and helpful for them going into the half. All right, here's the caught on the 15-yard line. Number 15 coming up the middle, and he's got it to the 35. That's a great return, and that is Parks Hingham. And he had a very sophomore, 5'8", 165.
And he was
in the land of giants.
Right. And he's the one they were kind of picking on in the past game, who couldn't quite keep up with that number 4 wide receiver. So he's, trying to earn some respect back here. Love to see it. Love to see the fight. Interesting, C.J. Stimbridge on the sideline right now. He's their lead running back.
Very interesting. First down on the 34. Man in motion, handoff up the middle, and it's good for about 4. Be 2nd and 6. Not a lot of time, though. 2:30 to go in the first half. They need to move a little quicker.
It looks like that's number 10, Ty Hyder, in the backfield for C.J. Stimbridge right now.
Oh, they're giving him 5. So forward motion to the 39.
They are moving a bit faster now. You see Coach getting the play into McDonald, and McDonald running to the huddle a good bit faster than they normally have.
Yeah, they have 2 timeouts left, and it's getting down to 2 minutes to go in the first half. Down by 7. 2nd and 5 on the 39-yard line of LOA. There's the snap. Handoff up the middle, 2 yards. They've got to open it up a little bit more. Maybe a timeout?
Yep, it's timeout by Landmark. So we'll also take a timeout. This update brought to you by State Representative Trey Rhodes, proudly serving as your state representative for District 124. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Oconee Valley Healthcare continues to grow, offering complete healthcare for your family. OV Health welcomes Dr. Grace Ajase, offering complete medical care for your foot, heel, ankle pain, athlete's foot, fractures, diabetic foot care, strains, sprains, and more. Dr. Ajase is located at the OV Health Specialty Clinic at the downtown Greensboro location each Monday through Friday. Be well and log on to ovhealth.org.
Doc 103.9.
And we're back at Lake Oconee Academy, coming out of a timeout by Landmark. LOA 3rd and 4 with 1:46 seconds left. Good timeout by Landmark to try to get the ball back here. Like you just said during the commercial, LOA needs they just need 4 yards. We don't need a touchdown here. You just need to hold on to the ball for a few more plays. So just get 4 yards here.
Crowd is really getting juiced up over on the other side. They're cheering on the away team. Here's the snap. It's a pitch to the outside, but it is covered to perfection. And it should be another timeout, I would think, by Landmark. Yep, that would be smart. And very good a very good decision by them.
And we'll take a timeout as well. 14-7 Landmark with 1:36 left. This update brought to you by Greene County Sheriff Donnie Harrison in the Greene County Sheriff's Office. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Down South Diesel keeps them rolling. From maintenance and light duty repairs to engine swaps, Down South Diesel does it all. Specializing in Power Stroke, Duramax, and Cummins engines. Offering B&W trailer hitches, ranch hand, cam locker, ready lift, Cognito, fog shocks, and lots more accessories. Repairs and accessories for most side-by-sides. And offering the full line of Tacticam reveal trail cameras and POV cams. Open 7 to 4 Monday through Friday. Down South Diesel, 1011 Commerce Drive, Madison, 706-319-0428.
Doc 103.9.
And we're back at Lake Oconee Academy. It is 4th and 5, 1:36 left. LOA, Dylan Hyder coming out to punt. Now you got to get the defense to stand up here.
Without a doubt.
Landmark's got a timeout left.
But only one. And I think he's got to get this one kicked down and hold. They need to hold them back. But boy, we've seen Landmark strike with a couple big bombs in the in the first half. There's the punt. It's a line drive. It skips and is going all the way down to the 10, but scooped up by number 2, which is Javon Freeney, and he is out to about the 27. So 1st and 10, 1:19 to go in the half.
He ran about 50 yards laterally to get about 12 vertically.
Exactly. Well, that ball skipped by him, and then he scooped it up and then took the 3/4 of the width of the field over to the side to try to get an opening.
But like you said, the big thing here, LOA cannot give up anything over the top.
Yes, that is really key. They've given 2 big plays over the top. That is the 2 scores that Landmark has had. So they're, I don't love one solo safety back there, and they're very tight. The cornerbacks are very tight to the line, which enables them with a couple steps to blow by. I think they should be more respectful of the speed and height on the other side, because they're very, very tall receivers. Okay, and here it goes. Same play to the left.
They got him.
Well done.
No.
And he got it off out to the side, and it is unbelievable what a play that was. He was in the grass.
CJ Stembridge had him wrapped up, taking him down, dumped it off to a wide receiver on the far side, and ran about 40 yards.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Really incredible play. And what a shame, because that was defended well.
And Coach Stewart saw something. He's mad about something. I think he's arguing that the quarterback was down when he threw the ball.
Yeah, well, he was in the grasp, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The question was he moving?
Unfortunately, we don't have a instant replay in high school.
Exactly. Ball on the 26 with 53 seconds to go, and the clock is moving. There's the snap. Okay, we've got a whistle. Looks like an illegal motion, perhaps. Let's see.
Haven't seen the ref signal anything.
I didn't either. I thought he was going to do this.
Yeah. I still haven't seen a signal.
Oh, they're taking the clock back. Oh, I think the clock started earlier. I think the ball was out of bounds.
You're right.
I think the ball was out of bounds, and then they started the clock too soon, and they stopped the play just in time.
So we got 1 minute left in the half. Yeah, because you're right. It was clicking down to about 40 seconds.
Exactly.
All right, we're back out again. Shotgun, one receiver to the left.
Ball on the 26 of LOA. They are in scoring position. There's the throw out to the left. Too much room given to that wide out. That's number 8. Nope, two. That is Javon Freeney. We've seen him a lot, and he has done a nice job.
But that was Parks Hyam again on the tackle, and that is what he's good at. Even though he's been burned a couple times, he kept the man in front of him and wrapped up a good open field tackle.
Landmark has one timeout left. It's 33 seconds. The clock is moving.
He's hit,
There's a throw deep in the corner.
And it's too tall.
Yeah.
Good defense. He was hit as he threw again.
Boy, I'll tell you, I think Skylar Hamilton really has a beautiful throw.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he can get it over those corners and have his fast runners, his fast receivers, run under the ball. We've seen at least 4 times of him doing that.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the one incompletion of it. So 25 seconds to go. 3rd and 5 on the 21 of LOA.
Big play here for LOA.
Huge stop needed here. We've got 2 wideouts to the right side. There's the snap. The quarterback's going to keep it and go straight ahead. And
3 tackles missed.
Boy, he's gotten down to the 7-yard line. It will be 1st and goal. The clock is moving. They're stopping it briefly for the first down. There is 1 timeout left. Oh, he's going to snap it very quick, and he downs it. Okay.
Smart.
So 14 seconds, 13. Well, no, that's still clicking. Let's see what I think they're going to have to put 2 seconds back on that clock, maybe. We'll see what they do, or maybe they didn't start it in enough time. But so it's 12 seconds at the moment left. Ball is on the 8-yard line.
So it is going to be another huge play for LOA here.
It is.
Now you're not really even worried about the yards to go. It's about the clock.
It's about the touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
12 seconds. And Landmark Christian still has a timeout. So they've saved that timeout. So if they don't get it in the end zone, they will be able to call that timeout. Here's the snap. Quarterback is back. He's thrown it into the corner of the end zone. Well covered. And it's 6 seconds to go, 5 seconds to go. And that ball is downed and incomplete. And it will be one more shot at it. 3rd and goal from the 7. Now, there's also the thought of kicking it here.
And this is
maybe that's what they're going to do. I don't know. They're making some personnel changes. I don't think they're going to kick it. I think they're going to go for it.
Well, and what's difficult for Landmark right now is you've had great luck running the football, especially with the quarterback, Skylar Hamilton. But if he doesn't get the touchdown, you don't get the ball. It's only 5 seconds. So it's almost certain he's going to pass it.
Yes, we'll see what he does. At the same time, I could see him run it because he's been successful with that. Let's see. There's the snap. He's back. He's looking for someone to throw it to. Nope. Oh, he was open, but he just led him a little too far. And so.
And they're asking, let's see what the refs do. They're saying they want 1 more second. The refs.
I don't think so. I think that clock, I think that horn sounded before that ball hit the ground.
I think you're right. So strong defensive stand by LOA there.
Big stand by LOA.
Really
that was
impressive.
Yes, very good.
And that's going to take us to halftime. The score, Landmark leading 14-7 at halftime. This update brought to you by Madison Car Care on Confederate Road in Madison. We're going to send you back to the studio for the halftime show. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Doc 103.9.
Think about all that's important to you, your family, your possessions, your future. Tina Gregory from Country Financial reminds you all it takes is one phone call to her, and she'll be there to help with insurance to protect what matters most, and financial services that help you prepare for the future. Best of all, Tina aims to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. For coverage you need at a price you can afford. Call Tina Gregory at 706-942-6001 to chat about your insurance needs today.
For the best flooring deals on dry land, it's Madison Flooring. Lake Country family owned, Madison Flooring sells and installs hardwood, waterproof flooring, tile, laminate, and vinyl, plus countertops and custom interior rugs. Entry level to top quality, Madison Flooring has your best price with discounts for teachers and first responders. Shop the 8,000 square foot showroom on Eatonton Road in Madison. Open 8 to 6 weekdays, 10 to 2 Saturday. Madison Flooring.
Hey y'all, it's Mary from GMC. Did you know that Georgia Military College offers a place for you to earn your college degree with a side of Southern hospitality right here in Middle Georgia? The main campus of Georgia Military College, located in the heart of Milledgeville, is the perfect place for you to start your journey to a college education or pick up where you left off. We're enrolling now for all upcoming terms, so call 478-387-4846 today to get started.
Jeff Francoeur here. As a farmer, I know the importance of Georgia Farm Bureau's advocacy work on behalf of farmers. I also know the importance of being part of a team. The Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance Company is always the home team, supporting our local communities and offering affordable home, auto, and life insurance for Georgia families. Georgia Farm Bureau, always the home team.
See David Urshanda at your Greene County Farm Bureau Insurance Office on South Main Street in Greensboro. Call 706-453-2677. Mr. C's Rent to Own in downtown Greensboro offers name brand furniture, electronics, and appliances at low, affordable weekly or monthly rates. And at Mr. C's Pawn Shop, they'll pay top dollar for almost anything of value. Find out why your locally owned and operated Mr. C's was voted the best pawn shop in Georgia's Lake Country. Got some stuff you don't need? Bring it to Mr. C's for cash. Mr. C's Rent, Own, and Pawn Shop on West Green Street, downtown Greensboro.
Doc 103.9.
Good evening and welcome once again to the OSN Halftime Report as we check out high school football news from around our area and the state. Tonight, OSN has a trio of games recovering. The annual backyard brawl between John Millage and Brentwood is on Lake Country 102.3. On WLOV, Washington Wilkes is hosting Mount Perrin Christian. And the game of the week on Doc 103.9 is Lake Oconee Academy at home versus Landmark Christian. We'll have those scores and more coming up in just a few minutes. Wilkinson County quarterback Quintarian Stanford is having a good year, even if his Warriors are struggling. Stanford leads Class A Division II in passing yards going into this week, having thrown for 1,164 yards. That also puts him 7th in the state in all classifications. Stanford's top receiver is Miles Dobb, who leads all of Division II with 446 yards receiving. He's in the top 20 statewide. A few area players were recognized by Georgia High School Football Daily this past week for their individual efforts last week. Briarwood receiver Aiden Adler had 8 catches for 127 yards and a touchdown in the Bucks' loss to Robert Toombs. John Millage's Asa Wall had 6 catches for 113 yards and a touchdown, added 4 runs for 92 yards and another score, and had 10 tackles in the victory over Bullock. Morgan County's Christopher Montfort scored 5 touchdowns on only 84 yards rushing, and he added a touchdown catch in the win over Cedar Shoals. Also saluted by the Daily, Thompson's Jarris Singfield, who had 10 receptions for 220 yards, 8 kickoff returns for 133 yards, and made 4 tackles in the Bulldogs' loss to Swainsboro. And Washington Wilkes quarterback Mason Mingle was honored for his 11 of 13 passing for 138 yards, as well as rushing for 110 yards on 8 carries with a touchdown in the Tigers' win over Butler. Jasper County's offensive line has been recognized by the Georgia High School Football Daily as one of the lines of distinction thanks to last week's win over Jackson. The line of Jacob Busby, Cedarian Stone, Cody Wilkerson, Jordan Campbell, Micah Garrett, Zach Evans, and P.J. Ladabodiere paved the way for 254 yards rushing, 90 passing yards, and 21 first downs in that victory. The Purple Hurricanes from Monticello are 4-0 for the first time since 1996. GMC Prep's offensive line was also named a line of distinction by Georgia High School Football Daily this week. The offensive line of Freddie Godin, Jalen Dixon, Cade Brooks, Matt McDade, and Jamel Dixon blocked for 2 150-yard rushers as Evan Stasny ran for 167 yards and Javion Taylor rushed for 162 in the Dogs' first win of the season. With Warren County playing at Glasscock County tonight, the game matches 2 of the 4 smallest GHSA schools that have football teams. Glasscock is the second smallest with 169 students, according to enrollment figures, while Warren County is number 4 at 181 students. Also on the list of top 20 smallest football playing schools in GHSA, Hancock Central is 6th and Lake Oconee Academy is 17th. Some long losing skids came to an end around the state last week. In our area, GMC Prep ended a 14-game skid, including last year's 0-10 mark, with a victory over Creekside Christian. That gave Gavin Tierce his first win as a head coach. Josie and Augusta ended a 22-game losing skid last week with a 38-14 victory over Twiggs County. It was the first win for Josie under first-year head coach Gene Clemens since the team beat Savannah 28-26 in the 2023 season opener. Josie had lost to Twiggs County last season 42-14. And a 37-game losing streak finally ended when Islands High beat Groves High 31-18 in the first game ever played at the new Groves High School Stadium in Savannah. That marked Groves' 10th consecutive loss. Here are the area teams involved on this week's composite bowl, comprised of 6 bowls from around the state. Lincoln County continues to lead Class A Division II. In Class 2A, Morgan County is down 1 spot to 3rd in the state by a single point. In 3A, Harlem makes an appearance for the first time in 12th place. And in Class 3A through A Private, no change for our 2 area squads. Aquinas remains 6th, and Athens Academy stays in a tie for 9th. Tonight, Raven County retired Gunnar Stockton's number in a pregame ceremony. Stockton continues to wear number 14 as the quarterback of the Georgia Bulldogs, but it's been retired at his high school. Stockton had an All-American career at Raven County, running and throwing for a combined 18,024 yards and 254 touchdowns. He was 46-7 as a starter for the Wildcats and broke GHSA records for total yardage, career touchdown passes, and combined touchdowns, formerly held by now NFL quarterbacks Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. A coaching resignation in the state this week. In South Georgia, Wayne County coach John Mooring resigned Tuesday afternoon after an 0-5 start to the Yellow Jacket season. Mooring was 1-14 in Wayne County in a season and a half after 3 seasons as Savannah Country Days coach. Athletic Director Justin McDonald is taking over the program in Jessup, according to the AJC. We'll take a quick break and return with updated scores from around the area, and then it'll be back to your game on OSN.
Doc 103.9.
Greensboro Tire Pros has been servicing vehicles reliably for generations. Family owned and operated for over 42 years. They're here to make certain your car or truck is keeping its promise to you. Their straightforward approach to tire and auto service includes nationwide warranties, honest advice, and a great selection of Continental tires for passenger cars, trucks, and SUVs. Take the stress out of tire shopping. Install Continental tires today at Greensboro Tire Pros. Visit in-store or online anytime at greensborotire.net.
The ultimate summer essential, sunglasses for the adventurous at heart. The Sun Center at Lake Oconee Eye Care keeps you stylish and protected, offering the brands you love and premium UV protection with a wide range of classic to trendy designs and vibrant colors. Express your unique style while enjoying the summer sun. Pick up your favorite sunglasses from the Sun Center at Lake Oconee Eye Care and let the adventures begin. The brands you love are at the Sun Center at Lake Oconee Eye Care. Stay stylish, stay protected.
It's gig season, and that means Sparklight has 1 gig internet to cover every room and power every device every day. Get reliable 1 gig internet on our fiber-fueled network for $29.95 a month for the first 3 months. Available with intelligent Wi-Fi powered by Eero. Call 888-998-8630 or visit sparklight.com. Sparklight, always working for you. Auto pay and paperless billing required for promotional rate, $69.95 a month for months 4 to 12. Regular rate $90 a month. Equipment, taxes, surcharges, and fees not included. Eero and all related marks are trademarks of Amazon.com Inc., Eero LLC, or its affiliates. Restrictions apply.
Arcilla Mining and Land Company is hiring both Class A and Class B truck drivers for local hauling. We offer affordable health, dental, and vision insurance, company-paid life insurance, matching 401k, and driver retention bonuses. Arcilla Mining and Land, an equal opportunity employer in drug-free workplace.
Learn more about Arcilla Mining and Land Company, including why you should join the Arcilla Mining team. Visit arcillamining.com. To apply, find Arcilla on Indeed.com and on Facebook.
Pizza, wings, and friends. Sure, at Amici we're known for our hot, delicious pizza and steaming, juicy jumbo wings, but we're so much more than that. How about Amici's crisp specialty salads, perfectly balanced pastas, soups, fries, sandwiches, and an appetizer menu that will knock your socks off. So visit us online to find your neighborhood Amici. and come home to a place that's got something for everyone. Amici. Come in, grab a bite, relax.
Doc 103.9.
And we are back at Lake Oconee Academy. It's homecoming at halftime. They're announcing all of the homecoming court. So if I have to hop off off the air for just a second to scream and yell at whoever wins, forgive me. The score, 14-7, Landmark Christian. So, Fred, what did you see in the first half out of both of these teams?
Well, I saw a pretty good game, actually. It's well matched. I would say that Landmark Christian seems a touch more athletic and has more speed and size, but I think LOA is doing a fantastic job of containing them and staying in play. There's just been really two breakaway plays that are the difference in this game.
Absolutely, you're right. And, LOA has moved the ball well. They've just only been able to find the end zone that one time. So we'll be interested to see who makes changes and what those changes are in the second half. It's only 14-7. No need to totally change your game plan.
Nope.
But as you mentioned while we were at a break, I would like to see LOA open the playbook up a little bit, throw the ball a little bit more, especially kind of like out into the flat, those little screens that we've seen them do. But
safe things where they can get out one-on-one and try to, break a play here or there.
Absolutely. So we're about, it's the thing about having a homecoming game on the radio is I really don't have any idea how long we have until they kick off again. The clock says 9 minutes. We still got about half the homecoming court to announce. Then they got to let the team come out here and warm up for 4 or 5 minutes. So it might be a little bit. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and give you updates for the other games in the area, talk a little more about what we saw in the first half and what we expect to see in the second half here shortly. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Doc 103.9.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to feel stronger, healthy, and more energized? Underground Strength and Wellness is Lake Oconee's new walk-in clinic for prescription weight loss, hormone replacement therapy, thyroid optimization, peptide therapy, IV hydration, and vitamin injections. Get direct, personalized care from our nurse practitioner to tackle low energy, low libido, and other health care concerns. No appointment needed. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, located at 1041 Parkside Commons, Suite 101, next to Frank's Chiropractic. Underground Strength and Wellness, Lake Oconee.
Fixing things just got easier. The new Ace Hardware Madison is right in your backyard on Eatonton Road, featuring brand name power equipment from Gravely, Aaron's, and Echo. Ace Hardware Madison is your outdoor grilling place for Big Green Egg, Traeger, Weber, Blackstone, and more. And when you have painting to do, they have Benjamin Moore, Clark and Kensington, and Royal. For the best brands plus award-winning service, it's Ace Hardware Madison, 2640 Eatonton Road.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
For over 15 years, Covington Hearth & Home has been making dreams come true inside and outside of your home. Whether you're looking for a wood or gas-burning fireplace, one with lots of heat or only for looks. Plus, Covington Hearth & Home sells, services, and installs gas grills, wood stoves, and outdoor kitchens, and more. Check out their mobile display trailer for real fire gas logs. Online at CovingtonHearthAndHome.com or call Jack Frost at 706-318-4145.
Mike's Tire Depot is your smooth ride specialist. Family owned, family run for 30 plus years. Now with 3 locations providing fast, friendly service and same day turnarounds. Major brands include Toyo, Michelin, and Nitto. Always stocked and loaded with new and used tires, wheels, lift kits, and trailers. Mike's Tire Depot also offers front end and brake work. Open 8 to 5 weekdays, 8 to 2 Saturdays in Madison, Covington, and their newest location on Harmony Road in Eatonton, a mile west of the Pyramid.
Doc 103.9.
And welcome back to Tucker Field at Lake Oconee Academy for tonight's game between Landmark Christian and Lake Oconee Academy. The score, 14-7 Landmark. It is homecoming. The court's still being introduced. Fred, I'm going to throw it to you, let you go down our other games in the area with those score updates.
Absolutely. John Millage leading Brentwood 21-10 at halftime. We have our game, which is 14-7, Landmark Christian over Lake Oconee Academy with at halftime. Mount Perrin Christian 21, Washington Wilkes 19 in the second quarter. That's a very close game. Halftime, Briarwood leading Windsor 34-0. Second quarter, Athens Academy 28, Commerce 7. Halftime, West Lawrence 14, Harlem 17-14. Warren County, Glasscock County looks like it was canceled. Elbert County is beating Oglethorpe County in the second quarter 14-0. Twiggs County and Greene County have been postponed. Jasper County is ahead 29-7 over Towers at halftime. Lincoln County 28, Silver Bluff, South Carolina 7 in the second quarter. The Kings Academy and Piedmont Academy are knotted at 0 in the first quarter. McNair and Putnam are also knotted at 0 in their first quarter. Washington County and Bleckley County, Bleckley leads 41-6 in the second quarter.
Two interesting scores there. First, in the studio, they let us know that Glasscock and Warren was not canceled. We just haven't gotten a score reported yet.
Okay, that's good to know.
And then this Washington Wilkes Mount Perrin game. Mount Perrin up 21-19, as you mentioned. That's we got an update. 25-21 Washington Wilkes now. That is a common team between Washington Wilkes and LOA. They're both in the same region. LOA lost to Mount Perrin. I don't remember what the exact score was, but I know it was by just a touchdown. So that kind of might help us get an idea of how the region might shake out. And it kind of builds into what I was saying that, a lot of these teams is anybody's region.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to throw it to break real quick and then come back, and hopefully it'll be roughly close to kickoff. This update brought to you by Greene County Sheriff Donnie Harrison and the Greene County Sheriff's Office. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Doc 103.9.
A reminder from C.W. Smith Insurance.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
CCW Smith Insurance in downtown Greensboro, your auto owner's insurance agency. Call 706-453-2278.
Hear that? That's how plumbing problems start. This is how they end. With a call to Grimes Plumbing. The Grimes family has been keeping the lake area flowing for 4 generations with trusted, reliable service for your home or business. Repairs, inspections, installations. We do it all. Just give us a call. Call Grimes anytime. Grimes Plumbing, 478-452-9175. That's 478-452-9175. Or visit llgrimes.com.
Oconee Valley Healthcare continues to grow, offering complete healthcare for your family. OV Health welcomes Dr. Grace Ajase, offering complete medical care for your foot, heel, ankle pain, athlete's foot, fractures, diabetic foot care, strains, sprains, and more. Dr. Ajase is located at the OV Health Specialty Clinic at the downtown Greensboro location each Monday through Friday. Be well and log on to ovhealth.org.
Down South Diesel keeps them rolling. From maintenance and light-duty repairs to engine swaps, Down South Diesel does it all, specializing in Power Stroke, Duramax, and Cummins engines, offering B&W trailer hitches, ranch hand, cam locker, ready lift, Cognito, Fox shocks, and lots more accessories. Repairs and accessories for most side-by-sides, and offering the full line of Tacticam Reveal Trail cameras and POV cams. Open 7 to 4 Monday through Friday. Down South Diesel, 1011 Commerce Drive, Madison, 706-319-0428.
Doc 103.9.
And welcome back to Lake Oconee Academy. It's halftime. It is homecoming. The score, 14-7, Landmark Christian. We have a minute and a half left in the half, but I'd almost guarantee they put 3 or 4 minutes back on the clock. For anybody at home listening, really invested in it, our homecoming king and queen at Lake Oconee Academy this year, Queen Brindley Brown, and king, a name we've mentioned a few times tonight, number 2, Corian Jernigan. He's one of the football players here. He's out there in his uniform. Now he's got to put his helmet back on and go warm up. So as we mentioned a little bit ago, close first half. I mean, really the difference in the score, that one touchdown score difference is just a couple of big pass plays by Landmark Christian. Other than that, LOA's defense has been lights out. They've moved the ball well.
Absolutely. It's been a very close game. And I think that we're in for a very good second half. I don't think either team is going away.
So that'll be exciting to see. About 30 seconds before they probably add some more time. I'm kind of waiting to see how much time they add. Something I'm interested in that we've mentioned is how LOA, I feel like they've moved the ball well on offense, but they've only found the end zone once, and that was when they threw the ball a few times. I'm interested to see if they open it up and spread it out a little bit in this second half and throw it a little more.
Yeah, and it was a bit of a broken play too.
You're right.
For the score. So I do think they need to probably loosen it up a little bit and try to get some bigger plays going.
And I'm interested to see what Landmark Christian does. They have a couple of receivers and a quarterback in Skylar Hamilton, who is a heck of an athlete. I wouldn't be surprised if he might even get featured more in the second half because LOA has not had an answer for him.
Yeah, I could see him keeping the ball more and running, and I could see him throwing again. And he can throw the ball effortlessly for 60 yards, no problem.
Absolutely. And what Landmark's going to have to do is stop this LOA pass rush. They have put a lot of pressure on Skylar Hamilton. He's managed to evade it and still make plays happen, but he's been a half second away from some major sacks 3 or 4 times already. I wouldn't be surprised if one of those finds its way home here in the second half. So we've got about 2.5 minutes till kickoff. They put that extra time back on the board. So let's swing it back to another break. We'll come back and get into the second half. This update brought to you by Madison Car Care on Confederate Road in Madison. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Doc 103.9.
Think about all that's important to you, your family, your possessions, your future. Tina Gregory from Country Financial reminds you all it takes is one phone call to her, and she'll be there to help with insurance to protect what matters most, and financial services that help you prepare for the future. Best of all, Tina aims to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. For coverage you need at a price you can afford. Call Tina Gregory at 706-942-6001 to chat about your insurance needs today.
For the best flooring deals on dry land, it's Madison Flooring. Lake Country family owned, Madison Flooring sells and installs hardwood, waterproof flooring, tile, laminate, and vinyl, plus countertops and custom interior rugs. Entry level to top quality, Madison Flooring has your best price with discounts for teachers and first responders. Shop the 8,000 square foot showroom on Eatonton Road in Madison. Open 8 to 6 weekdays, 10 to 2 Saturday. Madison Flooring.
Hey y'all, it's Mary from GMC. Did you know that Georgia Military College offers a place for you to earn your college degree with a side of Southern hospitality right here in Middle Georgia? The main campus of Georgia Military College, located in the heart of Milledgeville, is the perfect place for you to start your journey to a college education or pick up where you left off. We're enrolling now for all upcoming terms, so call 478-387-4846 today to get started.
A reminder from your Greene County Farm Bureau Insurance Agency.
If discounts are the only thing that you're looking for when you shop for auto insurance, discounts may be all that you get. And pretty soon you'll start missing things like coverage and service. But when you talk to your local Farm Bureau auto insurance agent, you'll get the best rate on the coverage you really need.
See David or Shanda at your Greene County Farm Bureau Insurance Agency on South Main Street in Greensboro. Call 706-453-7562.
Georgia Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Georgia Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Doc 103.9.
Welcome back to Tucker Field at Lake Oconee Academy. Getting ready to kick it off for the second half. The score, 14-7, Landmark Christian. Don't forget, we're not just about high school football here on the radio. We also cover college ball. Georgia is off tomorrow, but on Doc 103.9, coverage beginning at 2:30, we'll have Georgia Tech versus Temple. Georgia Tech coming off a huge win over Clemson last week, playing a Temple team that's not bad. I believe they're 3-1, 4-1, something like that. So could be an interesting game. So be sure to tune in to Doc 103.9 tomorrow for Georgia Tech versus Temple. Again, coverage starts at 2:30.
Reminds me when I was young and Georgia Tech was a powerhouse in college football. So Good to see them back.
All right, the teams are taking the field. LOA will kick off since they received the ball to start the game. So we'll get a look at what LOA changes have been made on defense right from the get-go. Nice also to have a close game on homecoming so everybody doesn't leave right after they crown king and queen.
Absolutely. It's a big crowd here today. Everybody's enthusiastic, and the halftime extravaganza for homecoming was a splendid show.
All right, Leo Inestrosa lining up to kick. Looks like number 5, Quinn Pollock, and I cannot tell who the other receiver is for Landmark.
Number 1, perhaps.
Here comes Leo to put toe to leather. Good high kick way back into the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback. So here comes that LOA defense. Again, as I mentioned, that defensive line of Christian Robbins, Akeem Red, and Logan Davis, they've been getting penetration. They've been harassing quarterback Skylar Hamilton, but he's managed to evade it so far.
Yeah, and it's quite surprising because they are a bit outsized on the other side. So they're really holding their own very well. Clearly well coached and prepared for this game. Skylar Hamilton is a standout on the other side. He has been a fabulous quarterback here. There he is back to throw. He throws out wide to the right, and it's dropped. But that was well covered. He was probably going to get a loss of a couple of yards there. So.
And again, he had number 50, Logan Davis, on that defensive line right in his face, maybe only a step or two behind from picking that off and taking to the end zone. So kind of a dangerous play there to start the half by Landmark.
Great pressure from the defense of LOA. They just have to prevent that long pass with the speedsters down the side, and then launching it by the quarterback over the side. Okay, he's rolling out to the right. Here's the throw. He throws it deep, and it picked off. It was deflected and then picked off, and LOA is down to the 26-yard line, and that's first down.
Exactly what head coach Patrick Stewart was talking about. They needed a turnover. They needed to win all 3 phases of the game.
There it is. 27-yard line, 1st and 10.
And that was caught. That was deflected, I think, by C.J. Stembridge into the hands of newly crowned homecoming king, number 2, Corian.
There you go. That just shows you the magic of homecoming right there.
That's right.
You get crowned king, and then you get an interception. What's next? Touchdown?
I hope so. Let's see. Got Stembridge in the backfield, 2 wide receivers to the right side.
It's a handoff up the middle, and it is looking like a good little gain there of about 5 yards.
And again, it doesn't work every time, but it works more than you think. Just hand it to Stembridge, and he hits the pile and just moves it. He is a big fella.
Yeah, he's been their leading rusher all season, averaging over 70 yards a game. And he's doing a nice job again today.
I'd say he's probably got close to that by now.
I would say so. It's 2nd and 7. 11 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. This is a situation where LOA cannot waste this huge change in field position.
They're going to bring blitz, it looks
There's
like.
the snap, and it's a handoff. And it's Stembridge for...
it's a fumble.
Oh, and it's picked up by...
Yep, Landmark. He's still up. He's still up, and now he's brought down. Stembridge still on the ground, not getting up.
He's a huge part of that offense.
Yeah, that's not good for LOA at all.
We should take a break, I think.
Yep, let's take a break. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Mr. C's Rent to Own in downtown Greensboro offers name brand furniture, electronics, and appliances at low, affordable weekly or monthly rates. And at Mr. C's Pawn Shop, they'll pay top dollar for almost anything of value. Find out why your locally owned and operated Mr. C's was voted the best pawn shop in Georgia's Lake Country. Got some stuff you don't need? Bring it to Mr. C's for cash. Mr. C's Rent, Own, and Pawn Shop on West Green Street, downtown Greensboro.
WDDK Greensboro, Madison, Eatonton, a proud member of the Oconee Radio Group. Doc 103.9.
And we're back at Lake Oconee Academy. We have a player down, and it is not looking good right now. CJ Stembridge on the last play had a good almost first down, then fumbled the ball, and it looks like this injury was the cause of the fumble. Both teams on their knee right now. So it's looking like he might be down for a minute. So we're going to throw it back to a break real quick. We'll come back in a minute, hopefully with good news. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Doc 103.9.
Greensboro Tire Pros has been servicing vehicles reliably for generations. Family owned and operated for over 42 years. They're here to make certain your car or truck is keeping its promise to you. Their straightforward approach to tire and auto service includes nationwide warranties, honest advice, and a great selection of Continental tires for passenger cars, trucks, and SUVs. Take the stress out of tire shopping. Install Continental tires today at Greensboro Tire Pros. Visit in-store or online anytime at greensborotire.net.
The ultimate summer essential, sunglasses for the adventurous at heart. The Sun Center at Lake Oconee Eye Care keeps you stylish and protected, offering the brands you love and premium UV protection with a wide range of classic to trendy designs and vibrant colors. Express your unique style while enjoying the summer sun. Pick up your favorite sunglasses from the Sun Center at Lake Oconee Eye Care and let the adventures begin. The brands you love are at the Sun Center at Lake Oconee Eye Care. Stay stylish, stay protected.
Doc 103.9.
And we're back at Lake Oconee Academy. We're still at an injury timeout, so let's give you an update on scores in the area. Most of these games are at halftime or the third quarter. Brentwood down 21-10 against John Millage. Our game, Landmark Christian leading Lake Oconee Academy 14-7 with 10.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Washington Wilkes at halftime leading Mount Paran Christian 25-21. Briarwood leading Windsor 34-0 at halftime. Athens Academy up 28-14 over Commerce at halftime. Harlem up 17-14 over West Lawrence. Elbert County leading Oglethorpe County 17-0. Again, the Twiggs County Greene County game has been postponed. In the third quarter, Jasper County leading Towers 29-7. Lincoln County up pretty big, 34-7 over Silver Bluff, South Carolina. The Kings Academy and Piedmont Academy, our score still showing tied up 0-0. Same with McNair and Putnam County. And then finally at halftime, Bleckley County leading Washington County 41-12. Also, don't forget tomorrow on Doc 103.9, on the air at 2:30 p.m. We'll have Georgia Tech versus Temple, a good college football matchup for you. This update, each week, Rail EMC is proud to salute the hard work of the on-field performance of area high school linemen. We'll announce this week's Lineman of the Week at the end of the game, and we've had some really good line play so far tonight, so that'll be interesting to see who earns that award. We are still in an injury timeout here. Looks like the injured player is being taken off the field. Unfortunately, not under his own power, but we'll be back shortly. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
It's gig season, and that means Sparklight has 1 gig internet to cover every room and power every device every day. Get reliable 1 gig internet on our fiber-fueled network for $29.95 a month for the first 3 months. Available with intelligent Wi-Fi powered by Eero. Call 888-998-8630 or visit sparklight.com. Sparklight, always working for you. Auto pay and paperless billing required for promotional rates, $69.95 a month for months 4 to 12, regular rate $90 a month. Equipment, taxes, surcharges, and fees not included. Euro and all related marks or trademarks of Amazon.com, Inc., Euro LLC, or its affiliates. Restrictions apply.
Arcella Mining and Land Company is hiring both Class A and Class B truck drivers for local hauling. We offer affordable health, dental, and vision insurance, company-paid life insurance, matching 401k, and driver retention bonuses. Arcella Mining and Land, an equal opportunity employer and drug-free workplace.
Learn more about Arcilla Mining and Land Company, including why you should join the Arcilla Mining team. Visit arcillamining.com. To apply, find Arcilla on Indeed.com and on Facebook.
Doc 103.9.
And welcome back to Tucker Field at Lake Oconee Academy for homecoming between Landmark Christian and Lake Oconee. Landmark up 14-7. 10.5 minutes left in the second quarter. We've been at a pretty long injury timeout. The injured player is awake and talking to his teammates, but he is being taken off the field as we speak, not under his own power. You hate to see an injury like that, especially to a player who's been so important to LOA. But what you love to see and what we love about high school football is once they got him up and were and awake and all that, the Landmark Christian team came over, the LOA team came over, surrounded him, all put their hands on each other and said a prayer for him. So, two teams battling it out on the field, but it is just a game. And clearly, some things are bigger than just a football game, and these boys know that. So really impressive sportsmanship by both teams, but especially Landmark. All right, the Landmark offense. They did pick up the fumble, so they've got it 1st and 10 on about the 19-yard line. And we'll see that LOA defense come back out. They forced an interception on the last possession.
And C.J. Stenbridge is moving under his own power now, and he is walking into the tent on the side. It looks like some type of leg injury, perhaps. So he will be cared for, and that's good news, at least that he's up and going. All right, here we go. It's a first down, and it looks like a pickup of about 5 or 6 yards.
Yep, quick little screen pass out to the left, and a little more success than the last couple times they've run that play. But Luis Rodriguez with the tackle there.
It's 2nd and 4, I think, on the 23-yard line. Well, it's unfortunate that always, football is a rough game, and there are injuries. I do feel like he looks a lot better now, and I hope that he is not going to be too badly injured for the balance of the season. Okay, here's a snap. It is out to the quarterback. He is breaking loose, and he's wide open down the field running, and he picks up about 8 or 10 yards, and it'll be a first down.
And again, you had Logan Davis and Akeem Red on the defensive line with opportunities to tackle him, and he just is so fast. He was able to just weave his way between and then pick up the first down.
Okay, 1st and 10 on the 35. Landmark Christian with the ball and a 14-7 lead. They're in no hurry. And I think they realize that utilizing the clock is in their best interest. 1st and 10 on the 35. Quarterback in the shotgun. There's a snap. It's a fake handoff. He runs himself, and he's got 11 yards for a first down. It will be at their own 46.
And we said during halftime we were interested to see if they use Skylar Hamilton at quarterback, feature him more in the second half, and that's exactly what they've done. And again, the LOA's defense is in position to make plays. They're just not fast enough because Hamilton is such an athlete.
He's quite good. And we've seen that since he is the leading rusher and the leading passer for the team, it's only a matter of time before he takes over this game.
Yeah, and they haven't had a running back in the backfield at all this possession. It's just been him.
There's the snap. He's back to throw. It is a long pass, and Could be.
Oh my gosh. Almost intercepted by Parks Hyam, then almost caught by number 2, Javon Freeney.
Exactly. That was almost an interception and almost a catch at the same time. And but broken up, and it is 2nd and 10. It's hard when you have an injury and the game is disrupted a bit, and people are concerned about their teammate, and now they have to get back in this game, and they have to finish this out. So it's tough when that momentum changes with something like that. All right, it is 2nd and 10. The ball is on their own 45.
We've got a flag, look like illegal shift maybe.
Move it back 5 yards perhaps.
That's exactly what happens. So a little break there for LOA. Now 2nd and 14, 15. And like you said, Landmark happy to run the clock too now with the lead. Do you have a running back in the backfield now?
Snap.
Hands it off to him.
Hand it off to right. He's going to the left side.
It's coming back.
We've got a flag.
Yep, he's still up. Now he's being tackled, but none of it's going to matter because there was a blatant hold.
Exactly.
Everybody and their mama in the stadium saw that one.
It would have been 3rd and 4. And so that hold will be from that spot of the foul, right? It will move back 10 yards from that spot?
I believe so. Yeah, but it was just clear he reached out and grabbed his pads from behind. You can't do that. See, it's going to be 2nd and 25.
Yeah, he actually did it from the line of scrimmage, not from the spot of the foul. The flag was marking the spot of the foul. It's a 3-yard benefit, but it is 2nd and 25 because it was 2nd and 15.
And that's frustrating too because the hold was not necessary. It was away from the play.
Okay. Number 2 out on the left side. He's a dangerous player. And, quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to run. Oh, and he's broken through. And I think he's going to get the first down. And what a play. It's just multiple times we've seen him break away. He is their offense. He is the leading rusher.
And LOA, again, did everything they were supposed to do. They just couldn't bring him down.
Yeah.
He's bigger, big, he's faster.
He's fast. He's got good eyes. He's got great throwing ability. He's got multiple talents.
You said it too. His vision. He was very patient on that run. I was kind of confused what was happening because he hiked the ball and kind of just stood there for a minute, but he was just letting his blockers get set and then zoomed right behind him.
It's a 6'1", 185-pound senior, and he looks.
That might be underestimating.
Yeah, I would agree. Okay, throws it out to the right side flat. It goes over the head of number 4, which is Cole Pollock, and that is incomplete. So it'll be 2nd and 10. 6:56 to go.
If he's got a weakness in his game, it's that play. They've tried to run that a couple times, just a little wide receiver screen, and he's overthrown his receivers a few times.
Yeah, he doesn't overthrow the 60-yard bomb down the left side, which he's done
3 yard to the right
a couple of those.
Hit,
but yeah, you're right. The 3-yard pass out to the flat is not his specialty. 2nd and 10 from the 42 of LOA. Handoff up the middle. He's breaking tackles. He is close to a first down. It's going to be about 3rd and 2. And this is a pretty much important stop, I think, for LOA. It's a long 2. It's inside 3 yards, but it's not quite. It's a little bit more than 2. So it's a long 2, and it is 3rd down. This is a big stop opportunity for LOA here.
Yeah, stop here would be huge. but they're going to have to contain the quarterback better than they have.
Yeah, and it's probably 4-down territory for
I'd say so.
For Landmark Christian.
Sure enough, quarterback's by himself in the backfield.
He's going to keep this. They should be blasting in, and they were with the linebackers, but he went to the outside.
Yep.
They closed down the middle, and the outside was left wide open, and he picked up about 20 yards. And so that's a first down all the way to the 18-yard line of LOA. He's just so fast and large, and he's really, really a great player. And he's had a very solid game. But LOA is playing good.
Mm-hmm.
They're staying in this. I would say that many teams would probably be doing a lot worse against this team because they're good. They're a good team. We need a turnover here. Okay, there's the handoff up the middle. Straight forward, upended, flipped, cut down at the knees with a full somersault, and he is hurt, actually. I think he is injured, and I think he got clipped out at the knees there.
So we'll take a break. This update brought to you by State Representative Trey Rhodes, proudly serving as your state representative from District 124. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
In today's world, it's more important than ever to have a place you can come and unwind. Somewhere you can relax and be yourself. At Amici, we've been proudly serving as a community living room for the last 27 years. No stress here, just great food in an environment where you can kick back and catch your breath. So why not leave the house tonight and come home? Visit us online to find your neighborhood Amici. Amici, come in, grab a bite, relax.
Doc 103.9.
And we're back at Lake Oconee Academy. We are still at an injury timeout. It was 35 Griffin Stanford stopping the run. He upended the running back there, and he's still on the ground. So we're going to throw it back to commercial and be back soon. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to feel stronger, healthy, and more energized? Underground Strength and Wellness is Lake Oconee's new walk-in clinic for prescription weight loss, hormone replacement therapy, thyroid optimization, peptide therapy, IV hydration, and vitamin injections. Get direct, personalized care from our nurse practitioner to tackle low energy, low libido, and other healthcare concerns. No appointment needed. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, located at 1041 Parkside Commons, Suite 101, next to Frank's Chiropractic. Underground Strength and Wellness, Lake Oconee.
Fixing things just got easier. The new Ace Hardware Madison is right in your backyard on Eatonton Road, featuring brand name power equipment from Gravely, Aaron's, and Echo. Ace Hardware Madison is your outdoor grilling place for Big Green Egg, Traeger, Weber, Blackstone, and more. And when you have painting to do, they have Benjamin Moore, Clark and Kensington, and Royal. For the best brands plus award-winning service, it's Ace Hardware Madison, 2640 Eatonton Road.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Doc 103.9.
All right, welcome back to Lake Oconee Academy. Score 14-7. Landmark Christian driving. They are on about the 16-yard line with a 2nd and 8 to go. The injured player that is making his way off the field on his own power, slowly though.
Brady Robinson, and it looks like an ankle injury, but it looks like he'll be okay.
We may not see him anymore this game, but
exactly. But he was able to go off on his own power. All right, it's on the 16-yard line. It's 2nd and 8. They lead by 7, 14-7. There's the snap. Dropping back. Looks like we have an open man, but the quarterback's keeping it. He's gone to the outside. He's going to get a first down. Oh, it's close. Very close. He's inside the 10. It looked like he needed to get to the 8. I think it's going to be very close. I wouldn't be surprised if they measure it.
He was pursued by number 50, Akeem Red.
Nope, they're giving him the first down.
And then he was met by about 3 Titans, but he still wouldn't go down. They picked him up off the ground before the refs blew the whistle to call the play dead. They did give him the first down, though, as you said. So 1st and goal, 8 to go. We have seen LOA make a big red zone stop right before the half.
They need one here. Be good to keep this one to 10 or less. Tighter formation, still shotgun, even from the 8-yard line. He's back to throw. He's got a man open across the middle, and it's a touchdown.
Boy, that
slant.
Yep, just a quick slant, and what a throw. I mean, threaded a needle there.
Between two defenders.
Mm-hmm.
The receiver was well covered on the outside by an LOA cornerback, and a linebacker was coming to cut off the throw on the inside, and he threaded it through.
Really impressive. I'm honestly blown away by number 3, Skylar Hamilton.
He's
by
a
Landmark Christian.
solid
he's
player.
Good. He might be the best single player that LOA has played this year.
Yeah, I would agree. I would say that he looks very solid.
They almost blocked the extra point, but it does go through, so it'll be 21-7 Landmark with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. This update brought to you by Greene County Sheriff Donnie Harrison and the Greene County Sheriff's Office. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Covington Hearth & Home continues to sell, service, and install gas, pellet, and wood products, gas grills, outdoor kitchens, outdoor furniture, and custom fireplaces, gas or wood burning. Jack Frost and the Covington Hearth & Home team are as close as your computer or phone. Log on to CovingtonHearthAndHome.com or call 706-318-4145 and wait till you see their mobile display trailer for gas logs. It's a live burning display that can come to you. CovingtonHearthAndHome.com.
Doc 103.9.
Welcome back to Lake Oconee Academy. The score now 21-7, Landmark Christian. 5 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. Landmark just scoring. As we were just saying off air, Landmark Christian's quarterback, Skylar Hamilton, has taken over in the second half here, and LOA so far has not really had an answer for him. But honestly, while they're lining up for the kick, I really don't know that they'll see another individual player as good as Hamilton in region. And for LOA, I don't know that they'll play a team as good as Landmark Christian until they meet Lincoln County.
And they've played a good game against them. But, boy, he's just an exceptional quarterback, and he's got so many weapons and is very hard to stop.
Here's the kick. It is high and short.
Very short. That's picked up on the 34-yard line, and he's going to only gain about 5 yards, but good field position on the 39. This is an opportunity for LOA. 4:57 to go in the third quarter. This is a good chance for a drive for them. They got to go 61 yards for a score, and they're down by 2 touchdowns. 21-7.
The good news for LOA, even though they've lost C.J. Stembridge, at least for this game, that rough injury earlier, they still have Marcus Rhodes. They still have Cam Jeter. They still have Griffin Stanford. They still have Ty Hyder, all players who we've seen move the ball and move the ball well.
Number 20 for LOA, way outright. He's got an undersized man guarding him. That's John Funderburk. And he's a tight end spread way wide. We'll see whether – I think they got to look at that, and I think that they've got a huge height advantage there. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that same spread.
And on that play, they handed it straight up the middle. That time was actually number 19, Alden Barreras, getting a pretty easy 4 yards. He got tripped up, but he was able to – he wasn't touched much on that.
Tighter offense on this one. They got 2 backfield guys and a flanker. And here is a handoff. Oh, stopped immediately. It will be loss of 1, actually. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And that was number 7, Evan Bruni for Landmark, getting the shoestring tackle there. Good heads up, though, just to stick his hand out and slap his ankles to bring him down.
Very small running back. What number was he?
I believe that was Cam Jeter, number 6.
5'6", 140. Tough with that big defensive line that Landmark Christian has.
Big third down here for LOA.
Got a taller cornerback out now. Okay, I could be defensive offsides, or did he draw someone on the offense?
Landmark was showing blitz. I'm not sure if maybe they got a little overzealous.
Looks like they caused someone to jump.
So that'll push LOA back 5 yards.
3rd and 11.
Not what you needed.
3:23 to go in the third quarter. This is a big play for LOA. This is important 11 yards to get.
LOA still moving deliberately, holding on to the ball.
2 receivers out wide right. He's rolling out. It's a screen up the middle, and he is breaking through, and that is a first down.
Yep, very impressive.
That was a very impressive play. You know, that's the way to take care of a blitz.
Yep.
Is dump it over the middle. That's number 6, Cam Jeter. 5'6", 140 pounds, and that speed was very helpful. He got the 11 yards, and it's a first down on the 50. Big play for LOA. Keeps them in this game.
So now under 3 minutes in the third quarter. Still 21-7, Landmark.
1st and 10. It's a tightly grouped offensive set here. Up the middle, straight ahead, and a good boost from from Landmark.
From behind.
Yeah, exactly. Helped him carry 3 more yards.
Now it's 19, Alden Barreras again with the big pickup.
Yeah, he was stopped with only a 3-yard gain and then got pushed forward by the defender tackling him from behind. Very helpful. 2nd and 4. This is a very important drive for LOA. 2:06 to go in the third quarter. Down by 2 scores. There's a fake up middle. We got a strong rush. He's throwing it away.
Throw it away, yeah.
Yeah, that's a smart play. That's a smart play. He had 2 defenders, very close to him to cause a big loss.
And that is a play that's going to be difficult for LOA to run. No disrespect to Cam Jeter, but he's just so much smaller than a player like CJ Stembridge.
Yeah.
He couldn't hold his block. I mean, he was there. He was blocking the way. He did everything that a coach wants you to do. He just wasn't big enough to hold that block long enough.
Yeah, so it's 3rd and 4. Landmark Christian has a big line, a big defensive line, and good-sized linebackers as well. Good speed in the secondary. Good offensive players on the outside. Very strong quarterback.
Almost got an offsides there.
Yeah. There's the handoff up the middle, and I think he's got the first down. I think they got the first down.
The far ref is giving it to him. The near ref is saying he's just short.
It does look like they're not giving it to him.
Well, I feel like you got to go here. 4th and less than a yard.
4th and less than a yard on the other side of the field. It's on the 40.5-yard line. It is time to go forward and get a half yard.
And they're taking out Alden Barreras and putting in number 11, Keenan Parham. That gives him a lot more size. This is a huge play. 4th down, less than a yard to go.
I think it's going to be a sneak.
Oh, we got a whistle timeout for LOA. So while they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout. This update brought to you by Madison Car Care on Confederate Road in Madison. We have 1 minute left in the third quarter. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Mike's Tire Depot is your smooth ride specialist. Family owned, family run for 30 plus years. Now with 3 locations providing fast, friendly service and same day turnarounds. Major brands include Toyo, Michelin, and Nitto. Always stocked and loaded with new and used tires, wheels, lift kits, and trailers. Mike's Tire Depot also offers front end and brake work. Open 8 to 5 weekdays, 8 to 2 Saturdays in Madison, Covington, and their newest location on Harmony Road in Eatonton, a mile west of the Pyramid.
Doc 103.9.
And we're back at Lake Oconee Academy. The score 21-7, Landmark Christian. 1 minute left in the third quarter. LOA driving the ball. A big fourth down here. Fourth and less than a yard.
They need a half yard.
Oh, they're bringing in the Landmark, bringing in the big boys, and the crowd's going wild.
All right. Number 79. That is Caden French, 6'4", no weight listed, but he's quite large, and he's in the middle. Let's see what they do. They're going to the left side. It's a fumble.
Dadgum. And it's picked up by Landmark. They're going to take it down the right side. And he's brought down right around the 50-yard line. Oh, that's frustrating. It was just a bad handoff.
Yeah, very frustrating.
McDonald went to hand it off to Alden Barreras, and it just bounced right off his belly. He's angry. Alden is so mad. Oh,
Number 79 came in, did what was necessary, which is create a little havoc. And turnover happened.
And it's frustrating, too. You weren't there, but this is really similar to what we saw last year, where you had a close first half, and then LOA just made a few too many mistakes in the second half, and they started to let it get away from them. It's not away from them yet.
Yes.
They're only down 2 touchdowns. They've got 49 seconds left in the third quarter and a whole fourth quarter to go. But, boy, that was a big mess up by LOA with the fumble there.
They just don't have at least in this game, the explosive offense to score quickly. That's the problem. So to come back from 2 scores now, first of all, they have to make a stop. Second of all, they have to move the ball faster down the field. And they haven't been very successful throwing the ball. Whereas here, you've got a throw right down the field and wide open for 15 yards or 20 yards, probably about 18 yards, and a first down, all the way down to the 27.
And that was one of those situations where Landmark has had success throwing those deep bombs.
Yes.
So LOA was way back to prevent that, and they just had another receiver come underneath the 3 going deep and able to pick up, caught it about 15 yards down the field and ran 3 more.
Clearly, Skylar Hamilton is the player of the game. He is just fantastic at everything. He's great at throwing. He's great at running. Here he is. He sees the field. He's tall, wide open across the middle, and that is getting down to the 1 yard line. It did look like he almost lost that ball, but he did pull it back in.
Yeah. He did fumble it right at the 1, but it didn't go into the end zone, and he grabbed it before it did.
Yeah, and it's 1st and goal. Yeah, boy, Skylar Hamilton has really, really been an amazing athlete, and has been a very hard person to defend.
It has. So they let the clock run down on the third quarter. Score 21-7 Landmark Christian. We're going to take a break. This update brought to you by Madison Car Care on Confederate Road in Madison. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
A reminder from C.W. Smith Insurance.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
CCW Smith Insurance Agency, your auto owner's agent in downtown Greensboro. Call 706-453-2278.
Doc 103.9.
And we're back at Lake Oconee Academy, where everybody's taking a long walk from the 2-yard line all the way to the other 2-yard line as we switch sides to begin the fourth quarter. LOA down 21-7, but Landmark knocking on the door again at the 2-yard line. They just haven't had an answer for quarterback Skylar Hamilton in the second half. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see him dive this ball right into the end zone.
I would agree. He certainly has been the player of the game. It's from the shotgun. Oh, yes. So it's a man moving in motion, and he took the snap directly as he was running by, and it was a perfectly executed play. And LOA was not ready for that, and it went untouched into the left side.
Yeah, the defense was thinking what I was thinking, that Skylar Hamilton was just going to run this straight up the gut. Instead, number 2 on a kind of jet sweep took the snap and ran it in on the left side untouched. So
Jovan Freeney, he's had a very good game himself.
He's their other star for sure.
Yeah, those two have really been, doing it for Landmark Christian, and they are about to go up by 3 touchdowns and an extra point, and it is good.
So that makes the score 28-7. Landmark Christian with 11:55 in the fourth quarter. Each week, Rail EMC is proud to salute the hard work of the on-field performance of area high school linemen. We'll announce this week's lineman at the end of the game. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Hear that? That's how plumbing problems start. This is how they end. With a call to Grimes Plumbing. The Grimes family has been keeping the lake area flowing for 4 generations with trusted, reliable service for your home or business. Repairs, inspections, installations. We do it all. Just give us a call. Call Grimes anytime. Grimes Plumbing, 478-452-9175. That's 478-452-9175. Or visit llgrimes.com.
Doc 103.9.
And welcome back to Tucker Field at Lake Oconee Academy, where Landmark Christian, the visiting team, has just scored to put the score at 28-7. Right here, 5 seconds into the fourth quarter. LOA about to get the ball back off the kick, and they really need to make something happen here.
Yeah, they're going to need to go to the air, and they're going to need to go quickly.
A whistle. I think they need to reset the play clock, maybe. Yeah. That's exactly what is happening. All right. Is it fixed? So now we have Cam Jeter, and I believe that's number 15, Parks Hyam, back to receive the kickoff for LOA with the injury to CJ Stimbridge.
Okay, there goes the clock.
So we have a flag now.
Perhaps excessive number of guys on the field? No, I don't think so.
Looks like 11 on both sides to me. Waving the flag off.
Okay.
Looks like might be a ref miscounted.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, they're people too. And I was just thinking how this has been so far a well officiated game. No real questionable calls.
Okay, here's the kick. High, short, caught on the 20-yard line, and coming up the field, he's at the 34-yard line.
Good return.
That's number 35 for LOA, and that is Griffin Stanford. Running back and middle linebacker. Good return, ball on the 34. They're going to need to move quickly now.
Yep.
11:44 to go. It's pretty much going to be all throws, I think, and they're going to need to find some open guys.
Yeah, and that methodical, deliberate pace that LOA likes to employ, it can hurt you when you're down in the fourth quarter.
Yep, it's not going to work here. They're going to need to move quick.
They are in the shotgun, which we have not seen tonight.
Okay, and they've got 2 men out to the right, and handoff to the right, to the left side, and he gets out of bounds. Gain of 4, but Not enough.
And that was 16, Marcus Rhodes, a name we mentioned a lot last week, but I think that's the first time we've said his name tonight. But a decent run there.
Yep, absolutely.
It certainly ended up better than it looked.
Yes, it did.
He looked like he was about to get tackled. He was able to continue extending it out to that left side to pick up a few more yards.
Yeah, they're calling it 2nd and 4 on the scoreboard, but it's more like 2nd and 6.
Yeah. Jeter in motion.
There's the snap, handoff up the middle. That was a high handoff when he got through, just short of the first down. It looks like it's about 2 yards short. Maybe a long 2.
And that was Alden Barreras on the handoff. He's the same player who fumbled on the last possession, and I wonder if part of that problem is, you mentioned it was a high handoff. CJ Stembridge is probably a good 6 or 7 inches taller than Alden. I wonder if Jake is just used to handing it off higher.
Yes, that could very well be. Those nuances are amazing, how they can change everything. All right, it's 3rd and long 2. There it's up the middle, handoff. I think he's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got it. He got to the 44, but they really can't be burning clock now. They've got to now open it up, I think.
No, and you see as soon as the whistle was blown, Jake McDonald's running over to Coach Stewart to get the play instead of waiting, trotting over. Like, they are trying to move a little faster now.
Yep.
But, yeah, you're right. They need
They
more
need to
yards
put the ball
faster.
up. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is given the size of the defensive line, of Landmark Christian, they don't get a lot of time to throw. So
Right.
the deep throw is harder to do. And then the speed of the cornerbacks and safeties, so it's overthrown, very crowded in the middle, pretty well covered. And
I think that might have even been intentionally overthrowing it.
Yeah.
He just didn't have anywhere to go with it. And like you were just saying, had defenders in his face.
Yeah.
It is interesting. LOA's been in the shotgun this entire possession, though, instead of that kind of flex bone that they've been using.
Well, they need the time.
They do.
Right? They need the time to throw. And so the only way they're going to get it is by using the shotgun right now. Because, again, they're outsized by Landmark Christian.
And, right before the last break, or during the last break, there's tons of juniors and seniors on this Landmark team, whereas LOA has a lot more sophomores and juniors playing.
Yeah, and I would say, LOA has nothing to be has hit pretty hard. LOA has nothing to be ashamed of in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I just think they've been outsized, and
so they just ran a basic triple option to the left there, faked the handoff. Jake McDonald ran it to the left side and tossed it, and we do.
On the Landmark side, and
so while they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout. This update brought to you by Trey Rhodes, state representative, proudly serving as your state representative from District 124. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Oconee Valley Healthcare continues to grow, offering complete healthcare for your family. OV Health welcomes Dr. Grace Ajase, offering complete medical care for your foot, heel, ankle pain, athlete's foot, fractures, diabetic foot care, strains, sprains, and more. Dr. Ajase is located at the OV Health Specialty Clinic at the downtown Greensboro location each Monday through Friday. Be well and log on to ovhealth.org.
Doc 103.9.
And we're back at Lake Oconee Academy. Real quick, some updates on other games in this region. Mount Paran now leading Washington Wilkes 31-25. Unfortunately, we don't have an update for Warren County and Glasscock County, and the Twiggs Greene County game was suspended. However, Lincoln County absolutely handling business against Silver Bluff, South Carolina, 41-7. And as I mentioned before, LOA played Mount Paran. That's the same team that Washington Wilkes is playing right now, and lost by a touchdown. And I believe that game was like 21-14 or maybe 14-7. So that can kind of give you an idea of what to look for when we get into region play. LOA actually plays Washington Wilkes next week. So, looking like a similar team stat-wise. So definitely winnable games there. We do still have a player down on the field. The EMTs, or not the EMTs, but the trainers are inspecting him. So while we're waiting for them to finish, we'll go to one more break. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Down South Diesel keeps them rolling. From maintenance and light-duty repairs to engine swaps, Down South Diesel does it all, specializing in Power Stroke, Duramax, and Cummins engines, offering B&W trailer hitches, ranch hand, cam locker, ready lift, Cognito, Fox shocks, and lots more accessories. Repairs and accessories for most side-by-sides, and offering the full line of Tacticam Reveal Trail cameras and POV cams. Open 7 to 4 Monday through Friday. Down South Diesel, 1011 Commerce Drive, Madison, 706-319-0428.
Doc 103.9.
And we're back at Tucker Field at Lake Oconee Academy. The score now 28-7 Landmark. 9 minutes, 52 seconds left.
Troy Evans was the player. Oh, no, sorry. That was Compto Ifede, with freshman, 5'8", 145.
It's the player being led off the field by his own power. I think maybe he just had the breath knocked out of him. Maybe had his bell rung a little bit on that play. He seems more or less okay. We've seen some hard hits, like you just said, in this third and fourth quarter. So LOA with the ball, 3rd and 10 in the shotgun. Jake McDonald at quarterback, Alden Barreras at running back next to him.
Very important play here. Okay, rolling to the right. He's got room.
He's got
a man, but it's just overthrown.
Yep. He had Cam Jeter, and easy for us to say up here, but
yeah,
I think
right here.
if he'd thrown it to his right shoulder instead of his left,
I think so.
I think that's a catch.
Or even if he had gone shorter to Marcus Rhodes,
Right.
I think he could have done a back shoulder throw here to the sideline.
So it looks like they might be leaving the offense out there for
they
fourth
need
down.
to go for it.
You kind of have to. Yeah, here at roughly at midfield, down 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, you got to go for it.
And how close that play was. That was a play very close to breaking for much more than a first down. So let's see.
So it's 4th and 10.
Still in the
Offensive line
shotgun.
has to give him some time.
Tighter set this time.
There's the snap. Coming through. Okay, he's rolling to the right. He's bought himself some time. And, oh my goodness, did he get clocked.
He was lit up, and he fumbled the ball. But
It
LOA
was thrown.
did.
There was a forward pass. There was no one really in the vicinity, but I think that you could say that the hit, jarred the, interfered.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a flag. So
So
perhaps it's going to be an intentional grounding, maybe?
We'll see. Or if there was some chicanery after the play. That was number 4, Cole Pollock for Landmark with a big hit on Jake McDonald.
It was a
forced the
big
ball
hit.
out. Cole Pollock, also the one that they threw 2 deep passes to set up touchdowns earlier in the game. But I wonder if this penalty is on Landmark, it might give LOA a little life.
Does look like they're pointing in that direction.
Possibly some unsportsmanlike conduct.
There is a penalty. Oh, offsetting penalties.
So you had unsportsmanlike on both teams, offsetting penalties. So it is still 4th and 10, 4th and whatever.
Well, it's turnover.
Right, yeah.
Right. Because that was an incomplete pass. And it was 4th down.
9.5 minutes left in the game. LOA's got to get a turnover here, something big if they want to get back into this, because they've started to let it get away from them. But they just haven't had an answer for quarterback number 3, Skylar Hamilton. He's fast, he's tall, he can throw, he can run.
Trying to figure out where to spot the ball.
I'll take this time to do my normal PSA. If you've ever considered reffing, and especially if you've ever been to a live sporting event and yelled at the refs, the GHSA is almost always hiring refs and umpires for all high school sports. So if you have knowledge of any sport that is played and sanctioned by GHSA, they would probably love to have you as an official. Just go to their website, ghsa.com, and there are instructions on how to sign up there. So it is going to be 1st and 10.
That's a good public service announcement.
Thank you. 1st and 10 on the 44-yard line. Landmark has the ball in LOA territory.
So at this point, if I'm Landmark Academy, or Landmark Christian, I'm going to end up running this football.
Oh, yeah.
Although they're going straight to the shotgun, I would suspect to see the quarterback run. There it is. It's a handoff inside.
Ooh, well
nothing
defended.
there. Very well defended. That's a loss of 3 or 4 yards.
So that's great for LOA, showing fight still. Down
Absolutely.
3 touchdowns. That was Christian Robbins stuffing that run. Number 52.
That is a loss of 3. So 2nd and 13. Turnover would be good here.
Second and 13, 9 minutes left. Nobody in the backfield.
Yeah. Now, Landmark Christian, they're snapping the ball early. They should be winding down that clock. Wide open across the middle, and that's at least 35 yards down the field. And
once again, Christian Robbins and Logan Davis for LOA were literally hitting the quarterback as he threw the ball, and he still threw a dart right to his receiver.
Perfect. He's a talented player for sure. And he's had a fantastic game. If we had an MVP, I would give it to him right now. That's for sure. He's probably run for 100. He's thrown for probably 250. And they are pretty near closing this one out.
Nobody in the backfield except for the quarterback.
Yeah, he's got the ball.
He's going to pass again.
Wide open across the middle, and that is a touchdown.
So Landmark really just throwing their weight around now. They know they've just got a little more talent, a lot more size. That drive almost seemed like a let's see what we can do. Let's see what we got here. Kind of what we saw last week with LOA in their second half against Glen Hills, just kind of trying some stuff out. So here's the extra point.
Yeah, basically 3 plays and straight down 45 yards.
Snap and the kick, and it's good. So the score now 35-7 Landmark Christian. This update brought to you by Greene County Sheriff Donnie Harrison and the Greene County Sheriff's Office. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Think about all that's important to you, your family, your possessions, your future. Tina Gregory from Country Financial reminds you all it takes is one phone call to her, and she'll be there to help with insurance to protect what matters most, and financial services that help you prepare for the future. Best of all, Tina aims to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. For coverage you need at a price you can afford. Call Tina Gregory at 706-942-6001 to chat about your insurance needs today.
Doc 103.9.
And welcome back to Tucker Field at Lake Oconee Academy, where LOA is trailing Landmark Christian 35-7 with just a little more than 8 minutes left in the game. Landmark about to kick off. Another update for that Mount Paran Washington Wilkes score. Mount Paran still up 31-25 in the fourth, and Lincoln County handling business against Silver Bluff 48-7. Just to keep you updated with other games in LOA's region and Greene County's region. Number 20 for Landmark Christian, ready to kick off. Hand in the air. Toe to leather. High, shortish kick. And we've got a return up to hit hard, but still fighting. I believe that's Griffin Stanford returning that ball. He caught it about the 20, got hit at about the 25, and then just kept chugging.
Carried the pile to the 34-yard line.
That is one thing you can certainly say about Griffin Stanford. He is tough. He plays defense, offense. He hits.
And he's not giving up.
Nope. Now you're almost in save face territory. Can we get another touchdown just to make it look a little closer?
Yeah.
I mean, Landmark, especially quarterback Skylar Hamilton, has just put on a clinic.
Yeah, they look pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Are they in a higher division or lower division?
They're in the same, I believe. Handoff to Marcus Rhodes. He's met at about the 34-yard line. I think he got maybe a yard there. I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe Landmark is single A like LOA is. But as we mentioned, this team, when you look at the roster, there's a lot of juniors and seniors.
Yep.
So a lot of this size difference is really just age.
And, very good crowd showing for the away.
When we went last year, it was packed out. They've definitely got a football athletic culture there at Landmark Christian. They support their Eagles, which, LOA still has a solid crowd even after the homecoming festivities have ended.
Yes, for sure. Okay, there's a handoff up the middle.
Alden
and
Barrera
that
still on
looks
his
like
feet.
a first down, and that's up to the 45-yard line.
And that's what you want to see. No quit.
No quit, just go. Keep going. A 44, first down. Got a new lineman coming in, number 72. I don't think we've seen him.
That is Luke Hankinson, the junior.
Needs help getting his helmet snapped.
The refs blew the whistle for a timeout, referee timeout, officials timeout, but we're back. Clock rolling, and they got to hurry. They're going to get delay a game. Or maybe, I don't think the clock stopped when the ref blew his whistle, so they just reset they're fine. And here's the snap, handoff. Alden Barreras again for about 2 or 3 yards.
Looks like 72 came in for a play, and he's come back out. Lineman.
Yeah, they might have just wanted some extra size on that line for that run.
Dropping back. Oh, nice fake to get open there and get a little time. Oh, I think it's out of bounds. I think he was out of bounds. Let's see if they give him the interception. It looks like they're doing it. I would say that was pretty close. I know you only need 1 foot in, but
I think he may have gotten the foot in. Obviously, LOA is arguing, but he's made his decision. So, and pregame, Coach Patrick Stewart said they had to win the turnover battle, and they did in the first half. They had 1 interception, but then here in the second half, they've had 2 fumbles and now an interception.
Yeah, and they've been pressed. That's the problem. And so, whenever you're playing on your back foot, you're going to have mistakes come up.
So with 5 minutes, 25 seconds left, Landmark now has the ball back, up 35-7. And the stands are starting to empty out a little bit now on the LA side.
Yep, the crowd is headed to the gates. Well, it's been a long day with homecoming.
It has.
They had the pageantry of homecoming. Beautiful dresses. Incredible showing.
All right, Landmark out on the field. And it looks like they have is that a new quarterback?
It does look like a new quarterback. Okay, so he's pitching out wide to the left side. Looks like a triple team tackle.
Yep.
Well done.
And so again, that's good sportsmanship by Landmark. They scored on their last possession really fast, 4 quick plays.
Absolutely.
To kind of slam the door and put the game away. Now put in your second string and let them see what they can do. And no need to run the score up. We're now under 5 minutes.
Yeah, and it's actually good because, they're going to need these guys to be able to play. Let's see who that quarterback is. Is it number 12?
I can't tell.
Or number 10. 10 is a quarterback. on the no, it is number 10. Okay, and that is, oh my goodness, that is a first down by a lot. It was a nice throw. So number 10 is Jackson Lee. He's a sophomore, 5'9", 140.
He threw it out to number 4, Cole Pollock, who we've mentioned a few times over on the far side, and he made his man miss and got the first down and then some.
Well, this is smart to do because with Skylar Hamilton being a senior and clearly being a high talent, it's a good opportunity to get Jackson Lee a little bit of time as a sophomore to prepare.
All right, they're back at the line in the shotgun.
Okay,
he's under pressure.
He's got good mobility and good speed out to the outside, and he threw a reasonably good pass that just a little behind the receiver.
Now is number 50, Logan Davis, with the pursuit. I think he might have been able to get the sack if the referee hadn't been in the way. He had his hands out like ready to grab him and pull him down, and he had to move around the referee. We do have an injury timeout, so we'll take a break. This update brought to you by the Greene County Sheriff, Donnie Harrison, and the Greene County Sheriff's Office. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
For the best flooring deals on dry land, it's Madison Flooring. Lake Country family owned, Madison Flooring sells and installs hardwood, waterproof flooring, tile, laminate, and vinyl, plus countertops and custom interior rugs. Entry level to top quality, Madison Flooring has your best price with discounts for teachers and first responders. Shop the 8,000 square foot showroom on Eatonton Road in Madison. Open 8 to 6 weekdays, 10 to 2 Saturday. Madison Flooring.
WDDK Greensboro, Madison, Eatonton, a proud member of the Oconee Radio Group. Doc 103.9.
And we're back at Lake Oconee Academy. Player is up and walking off the field of his own volition. I think just a little cramp there. It's a little warm tonight, and it was number 2, Javon Freeney, who we've mentioned a lot. He's played almost every snap, so it makes sense that he's got a little calf cramp there. 4 minutes, 18 seconds left. Score 35-7, Landmark Christian.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line of LOA. Second string quarterback. Oh, nice little shuttle pass there up front. Number
he's still up.
Oh, look at that run. And we've seen him a lot today. That's Quinn Pollock. He's outside receiver and has a lot of speed, and well done. And he is only a sophomore.
And I've noticed LOA's made a good many substitutions as well. They brought in a new center defensive lineman. Some of these DBs are some of the freshmen they've put in. So
that's good. Give them a chance for game experience. That's a smart
especially
thing to
with
do.
region play starting next week. Everybody needs to play, and you don't want to risk injury to your starters either.
Correct. At this point, no. You're in mop-up time. Okay, now number 5 here on the outside in defense against number 4 for the other side. If they were still trying to score, they've got you had a much taller wide receiver out there that probably could have.
If they choose to run it up the middle for the first down, got about 8 or 9 yards there. And LOA is just looking kind of tired. You can see body language. They're huffing and puffing, hands on hips.
It's hard to be down 4 touchdowns with 3:42 to go.
And I mean, it was homecoming week. They were fired up for this game. Normally, you want to try to schedule a lesser opponent on homecoming. Maybe we should have had it last week, but that's all right.
They got off to a good start.
They did.
And, they had the 2 big bombs early in the game for Landmark Christian was, I think, that
fumbled snap.
The knife.
He picks it up, and he's scrambling and just throws it away.
Well done.
Yep.
That's got good poise. Saved a 25-yard loss. Oh, we got a new quarterback coming in. Number 15. And that's Alden Bell, a freshman. Oh, look at the size. 6'2", 175 freshman.
That's a big kid.
Yeah, and that's and he's just a freshman. So I think that is could be their future. Let's see what he looks like. Boy, he is tall, and he looks very strong. There's a snap. He's running, and he gets he's just carrying the pile. He's got about 3 or 4 yards.
Impressive run for the freshman.
Yep.
That keeps the clock moving, so we're now under 3 minutes left in the game. 35-7, Landmark Christian.
Number 17 is leaving the game. That's Noah Brewington. He's tight end, and he's coming out, and there'll be someone else coming in, checking in for him.
We also have 52, Christian Robbins for LOA coming off the field. He lost his helmet on that play. So they'll send in 77, Noah Engel, the freshman. Hands it off. There's not much there. We do have a flag in the area of holding.
Do they have JV and freshman teams on with these schools, or do they just have a varsity
Usually
team?
just JV.
Okay.
And JV's usually like 7th, 8th, and 9th grade.
Okay.
And then your middle school team would be like 5th, 6th, and 7th grade.
Okay.
And so like a lot of the 9th graders, the GHSA rule is I think you can play 6 quarters a week. So a lot of the 9th graders, they'll play all 4 quarters of the JV game and then can just be used as backups in varsity.
Smart to give them some opportunities to play and get experience.
So it does look like Landmark's going to go for it on 4th and 7. They didn't get much on the handoff on the last play.
Well, you've got your second team guys in. You might as well let them try a few things.
And he steps back to pass and goes deep.
Oh, nice throw. Very beautiful.
Almost intercepted by Parks High.
It was a little short.
Yep.
It was a beautiful spiral, though. And that's number 15. That was Aiden Bell, and that is the freshman. And I think that's that 6'2", 175 size.
Yeah.
He's got some promise.
So LA is going to get the ball back at about the 25, 26-yard line. Again, another chance to save a little face here. Maybe get a touchdown before you got 2 minutes, 10 seconds. And as we said,
LOA's second team quarterback?
We saw Ty Hyder play a little last week, which he's a junior, actually. Oh, we got a flag, possibly a false start or illegal motion.
They have Jones Brown listed as freshman.
Yeah, I believe Jones Brown is the JV starting quarterback.
And Evan Satterfield is a senior. That seems to be the quarterback depth chart.
It does look like the penalty, whatever it was on Landmark. So LOA gets a free 5 yards. I didn't see the referee make this signal, but I wasn't really looking. So that's on me. You have a final. Lincoln County defeats Silver Bluff, South Carolina, 48-7. Jake McDonald rolling to the right, passes.
Nice play.
Yep, that's Marcus Rhodes. Marcus Rhodes, heck of an athlete. We haven't called his name quite as much tonight. I think Landmark has done a good job defending him, just kind of shutting him down.
He's small in comparison to their team.
Right. Yeah, I mean, golly, even with some of their second stringers in, there's still is a big old Landmark Christian team.
Sure is. Look, number 17. Number 17, Noah Brewington.
He's got to be
6'5", 200. 6'5", 200.
And Rhodes in motion, fakes the handoff. Jake McDonald rolls right, passes left, and almost intercepted.
Yeah, almost.
And that was number 10, Jackson Lee, who we saw at quarterback with the almost interception intended for 16, Marcus Rhodes.
Now, it's actually nice that what Landmark Christian is doing is constant swapping in underclassmen.
Yep.
And to let them kind of get some rotation, get a little game experience. I think that's a classy move.
All right, 2nd and 10. Shotgun set. McDonald
rolling out to the right, throwing deep and complete. No,
I think he was out of
Drop.
bounds.
Did he? Was he?
Come on, give it to him, ref. No, they're not going to. It's 3rd and 10. That's a good throw and a good catch. It was just ran out of field. Clock at 1 minute 26 seconds. Game just about over. Homecoming here at LOA, and as we mentioned, a lot of the fans have already hit the exits. Certainly a lot less than we had at halftime.
Oh, we've got a couple of the homecoming ladies in their dresses cheering over there with the cheer team.
And hand off to Marcus Rhodes up to about the 5-yard line. Referee
ref is down.
He's fine. He's fine.
And the LOA cornerback or wide receiver, number 10, Jackson Lee, wide receiver, helping him up.
So it's 4th and 5. I would assume LA is going to go for it. You got nothing to lose.
Why not?
Throw a bomb, see
Yep.
what happens. Maybe practice a trick play or something.
Yep, work on something here. Make it a positive experience. There's a snap, and it's a first down.
Just a run up the middle to Alden Barreras, but they blew the whistle right as it was snapped. So
were they saying that the clock ran out? The play clock ran out?
I'm not sure. There's no flag on the field. They just blew the whistle.
Must have been an offside against Landmark
against
Christian.
Landmark, so.
Yeah. First down.
LOA gets the first down, 42 seconds left at about the 49-yard line of Landmark Christian.
Might as well throw one deep.
Yep.
Let's see what you got.
Look for number 20. That is John Harris Funderburg. He's got the height, but they decide to hand it off to Alden Barreras again, who gets another good 5 or 6 yards and never brought down. Steady running. And it looks like that's going to run out the game.
It is. They're coming over to the other side to congratulate.
We got 8 seconds left. Handshake lineup. Tough loss for LOA. And there's the buzzer. So that'll do it at the end of the 4th quarter. Landmark Christian wins 35-7. This update brought to you by Madison Car Care on Confederate Road in Madison. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
Hey y'all, it's Mary from GMC. Did you know that Georgia Military College offers a place for you to earn your college degree with a side of Southern hospitality right here in Middle Georgia? The main campus of Georgia Military College, located in the heart of Milledgeville, is the perfect place for you to start your journey to a college education or pick up where you left off. We're enrolling now for all upcoming terms, so call 478-387-4846 today to get started.
A reminder from the Greene County Farm Bureau.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, we don't have any talking lizards on the payroll. Sure, they're funny, but we'd rather hire more agents with more training to make sure you save more money on the best auto coverage available. We're old-fashioned that way. Also, talking lizards? Not real. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed too.
Real service, real people. That's Farm Bureau Insurance.
See David Urshanda at your Greene County Farm Bureau Insurance Agency on South Main Street in Greensboro. Call 706-453-7562.
Georgia Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Georgia Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Mr. C's Rent to Own in downtown Greensboro offers name brand furniture, electronics, and appliances at low, affordable weekly or monthly rates. And at Mr. C's Pawn Shop, they'll pay top dollar for almost anything of value. Find out why your locally owned and operated Mr. C's was voted the best pawn shop in Georgia's Lake Country. Got some stuff you don't need? Bring it to Mr. C's for cash. Mr. C's Rent, Own, and Pawn Shop on West Green Street, downtown Greensboro.
Greensboro Tire Pros has been servicing vehicles reliably for generations. Family owned and operated for over 42 years. They're here to make certain your car or truck is keeping its promise to you. Their straightforward approach to tire and auto service includes nationwide warranties, honest advice, and a great selection of Continental tires for passenger cars, trucks, and SUVs. Take the stress out of tire shopping. Install Continental tires today at Greensboro Tire Pros. Visit in-store or online anytime at greensborotire.net.
Doc 103.9.
Welcome back to Tucker Field at Lake Oconee Academy for homecoming. Final score, Landmark Christian 35, LOA 7. Tough loss for LOA. A close game in the first half, but then number 3, Skylar Hamilton, the quarterback for Landmark Christian, took over the game, and LOA just did not have an answer. I'll say, and we've mentioned it a couple times, I don't think LOA has much to be sad about here because this is not a region game. Region play starts next week, and they're not going to see a player of Skylar Hamilton's caliber in region. It's just not going to happen. And I think playing a good team like this is good for them because I don't think they're going to play until they play Lincoln County. I don't think they'll play another team that's as good as Landmark Christian. Your thoughts?
I would agree with that, and I would say that definitely their quarterback is certainly a talent, and I could see him playing at another level because he's very strong player. So good game overall. LOA held in there and did their best, but this was they were outsized, outspayed, and just really didn't.
Because they had a few turnovers, an interception, a couple of fumbles, but other than that, there weren't a lot of silly penalties. There weren't a lot of major mistakes. They just plumb got beat.
Yep. And there were a couple big plays early for Landmark that gave them the momentum. But it was a good game, and they played against a tough team, and so hopefully they'll learn from it.
All right. Each week, Rail EMC is proud to salute the hard work of the on-field performance of area high school linemen. Tonight's lineman of the week, I had a number of choices. Honestly, the whole defensive line, LOA plays 3 down linemen. They had Keem Red, Christian Robbins, and Logan Davis all played really well, but I'm going to give this week's lineman of the week to sophomore number 55, Akeem Red. He came real close. If it had been any other quarterback back there, I think he would have had a sack or two at least. And so that is why a lot of pressure on the quarterback, never gave up. And so that is why he is our Rail EMC lineman of the week. Quick reminder, tomorrow right here on Doc 9, you've got Georgia Tech versus Temple. Coverage for that begins at 2:30, so I hope that you'll tune into that. And we'll be next week. I'll be out. You'll still be on the radio.
I will. We'll be at Morgan.
Right. So y'all tune in for that game next week.
That's a very good football team.
That's a very good football team. And probably, I believe that's their first region game of the year as well. So tune in for that next week. I've been Bobby Craig.
Fred Loader.
And y'all have a great, safe weekend. You're listening to the Game of the Week on OSN.
You have been listening to the Doc 103.9 Game of the Week, a presentation of the Oconee Sports Network. Tonight's broadcast has been made possible by Sparklight, Lake Oconee Eye Care, LL Grimes Plumbing, Madison Flooring, Mike's Tire Depot, Mr. C's Rent to Own, Oconee Valley Healthcare, Underground Strength and Wellness, Amici, Arcilla Mining and Land, Country Financial Agent Tina Gregory, Covington Hearth and Home, C.W. Smith Insurance, Down South Diesel, Georgia Military College, the Greene County Farm Bureau, Greensboro Tire Pros, Rail EMC, Greene County Sheriff Donnie Harrison, Madison Car Care, and by State Representative Trey Rhodes. Be sure to join us for high school football all season long on Doc 103.9, the voice of Lake Oconee.